Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a rainy, drizzly day out there, currently 8 degrees Celsius, which means it's 46 degrees Fahrenheit. As I say, cloudy, drizzly, rainy. I'm glad to be down here where it's cozy and warm. And yeah, so today we're going to play with watercolors our way. Everybody's got their own way of doing it. I don't normally use watercolor, so you guys can stumble along with me. I'm glad that these other ladies have had practice, so we will be focusing on them. Look who the beautiful ladies are here today, Miriam and Beth and Becca. Woohoo! We're going to have some fun. We appreciate you guys being here. And who would like to go big first?
Me.
Okay.
I didn't know we were live. Sorry. I was getting
live.
That's okay. Getting a dictionary.
All right. Beth's going first. Beth, you're up.
Nobody's in the room yet, so that'll be okay.
Okay, good.
This would be great for the replayers. So today we're playing with watercolors, and I've got this set here this set was gifted to me by a beautiful dear friend of mine named Margaret. Hi, Margaret. And it's a pretty set, if I could get it open, of just primary colors, basically. It's got a whole rainbow.
Yes, when you can open it, you can use it. Oh, that's
I can use it. So anyway, today I've chosen an old book to paint into. This is my tear out book. It was a little reading book that I was going to put in the rummage, and I said, "Oh, this is nice." You know how you get paper that's thin, and sometimes it's a little bit thicker, and it's like thirsty, and this would be great to paint on this paper. But I tear things out of here to use for just words, or if I need some text paper to in my collaging or something, I can use this book. And I've also got some pages in here that I tore out of a Reader's Digest that I saved the photo papers out of them. And that would make a pretty page to make a collage with as well. But anyway, I'm going to paint on some of these pages. And one time before I ever started streaming, I took a book, a hardback book somewhere around here, and I painted a scenery. And then I turned the page and I painted the scenery again. It was the same scenery for like 20 different pages in a reading book. And it was to practice. So if you're not used to painting or you're not used to drawing, you can do it. Just find you a pretty picture or a video that you can watch. You can pause it and paint, and then if you like that picture, if it's one of your muse, turn the page and do it again. And if you do it 20 different times, you will see the improvement from the first one to the last one. You keep doing. And then I got to be to a point where I started giving him away in Happy Mail. So I painted and painted and painted, and I would give out these sheets for Happy Mail, and people appreciated the art. Another book I'm going to use today is one of these. I think it's a Jane Davenport book. It's got a pocket in the back for storage, and it's nice, thick, mixed media watercolor paper. And I'm going to be continuing to work in this book. I've got it's an Arteza book, and I'm going to continue to work into this book, and I think I'm going to try some birds today. So let's see what the other girls are going to be doing today.
All right. Let's see what Miriam's up to.
Oh,
yep.
You caught me. I started. I wanted to see the performance on the page. So I started to do something, but it's not the definitive one. And if you don't put a lot of water, I think will be okay. But I am doing some colors here. And the thing with the watercolors is that you need to use it on layer. You are not going to achieve the color or the intensity that you want in one sit. You need to do it, let it dry, go again. So, yeah, but it's interesting. We will have a great adventure today.
We sure
So I,
will.
yeah, I have my um, paper pastel here. I have an anonymous here, and I have here my metallic that are Komorebi. And I have um, aquarella that is from Fibra Color, and it's Italian, and it's watercolor markers, and we have the Carioca Aquarelle that is the watercolor pencils. So I don't know what I am going to use, and I have some gold to accents. And I think I am going to go abstract today.
All right. Becca, you're up. Becca,
Well, Becca is sitting. It's me
Becca,
up.
you're mute. You're mute.
Sorry. Sorry.
okay.
Well,
It's okay.
I explained everything, so now I'm finished. No, I'm just. I don't know what I'm really going to be doing. I have my my water, some of my favorite Jane Davenport watercolors. They're really pigmented. I also have these transparent watercolors that I have that are really nice. And then I just have my Prang out too. So I have these out, and I finally found, I went and grabbed some dictionary paper, so I'm going to play in that. But my main goal is I have some photo paper that I'm going to play on, that I like to make watercolor on abstract things so that I can then use them on collages. So that's kind of what I plan on doing. So yeah.
So watercolor works good on photocolor paper? Photo paper?
Yeah, sure it does. Why not? It doesn't move around. Now, it's not like what you're thinking of, watercolor paper. So it's not gonna move around. So let's put it on here and you can see. I love using photo paper. So you're gonna get really, what watercolor is known for, those real defined edges, which I like. When this dries, you're going to get it like down here. You're going to get real defined edges, which is really fun to then try to, draw around, outline, and make stuff with it. But see, this stuff, you know what? This is a matte photo paper, so it's moving around a little bit better than if you have the glossy. It seems to suck right in. But this I've re-wet and it's moving around pretty good. So yeah, that's what I'm going to play with after I do what our goal was. I forgot that but I'm going to, I think, do some watercolor on here and maybe even attach it to this and see what we can come up with.
Awesome.
That's my goal.
Hey, Sherry. Hi, Jen. Hi, Mitzi. Nice to see you guys. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, I don't normally use watercolors. I prefer acrylics. So I have a tendency to use my watercolors the same way I use acrylics. And then when it smears out, I go, what the heck? In other words. Hey, Jan, nice to see you. So I had seen another lady doing painting on dictionary pages. So that's why I threw dictionary pages at the ladies this morning to play with. And so I used some black acrylic yesterday, and I did some background kind of stuff on the dictionary pages, just, something, whatever, because that's what I do. So I want to do kind of like branches with a few leaves, and then maybe just some stripes or something blended on this side, and then I'll just fold them and tuck them into use them as journal pages. So that's kind of where I'm at today. I am really looking forward to seeing how the other ladies manage their watercolors, because I have no clue. Jean has shown me a couple of times. I don't wrap my head around it very well. All right.
Oh. I don't know. Do we have? I probably Miriam. Maybe Miriam knows what the heck she's doing. Maybe.
Yeah, Miriam, definitely.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I know Beth and I kind of both paint with our watercolors kind of the same way. I'm not a watercolorist either. I have no idea. I just like playing with them because they move.
Yeah.
Just kind of fun. That's why. Yeah. Anyways.
So I'm just going to be boring and do branches and leaves and something on the other side. It's going to be what it is, guys. I'm just playing.
Yeah, I think it's the best.
Yeah. Hey to everybody. Nice to see you here on this, well, it's a rainy Sunday morning here. Raining, cloudy.
Miriam,
Cool.
was your dad a watercolorist or was he oil?
He did a lot of things in his life, but in the last years, watercolors. Yes.
Ah,
See, my dad did mainly oils.
Oh. No, he did watercolor in the last years of his life, but he did a lot of things. Even vitrol with resin, he did once. They were like he did the frames. It was like a light box, and he
Ah.
had
I have a light box.
Huh?
I have a light box.
I have a
Oh.
light box.
Well,
I do not have a light
do
box. The odd one out.
you have resin?
Yes.
No.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
If it's where I think it is.
We
We
can.
can plan that for next time.
Yeah.
What?
Sometime.
What are we playing? What are we playing next week?
Miriam's
I
going
don't
to show us how to use the light box.
All right.
Right?
Yes, you can do two things, different things. One,
Okay.
use with resin and do a vitrol. And the second one is the one that you do circles or whatever, and you go back with different planes. I see. No
Okay,
one
I'm gonna have to try that. I'll try that on this page. Okay, so what do? You do a circle. Whoa, way lots water.
Are you talking to me?
I'm kind of following along what you're doing. You do a circle of one color.
Okay. In circle in what color, and then another color to the outer circle, and another color to the outer, and that's like that.
Okay, hang on. I got to get some more colors. Need more colors.
Okay.
Got browns. We'll do some red. Yellow. All right. Guys, I didn't know how to use my paintbrushes either to fill them up with water. I had no clue. The ladies had to teach me this morning.
That is so funny that I was watching the background. You didn't have me on yet, and I was watching you, and I was like, I went through that exact same situation. I was like, well, and I had them forever because I was like, I can't get them open, so I just kept pushing them away.
Well, I tried dipping them in a bucket of water and squeezing them, trying to.
Yeah, that's when I came in when I seen you doing that, and I was like, well, that was one thing I didn't try.
So you would get like a little wee couple of drops in there. It's hilarious.
Now,
So
now
teach
you need
us
how
what
do
you
you
learned, Kim.
Pardon?
What was it that you couldn't do?
I couldn't open these brushes up to get them to work.
They twist off the opposite direction.
Yeah, I didn't try that.
Yeah, they need to put that in the directions because I had that exact same. It's too funny. Oh my
I
goodness.
had the exact problem for about 6 months or more.
Yeah.
Until one day I realized what happened. But every time I'm going to use them, I try to open them backward. No, never mind. And this one,
It wasn't. Yeah, I was like, okay, this isn't worth the time. I'm going to be using them. And I put them back in the drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So this one is a paper Castell that came with this this watercolors. No, it's okay. It's for the regular side. So now I have two that I need to sink backward, and then I need to sink forward again. So don't ask.
I am just painting a mess. I'm just making backgrounds. Nothing specific. Nothing specific, Kitty Jen. Just using my watercolors to make backgrounds. Watercoloring on, this is photo paper. Cute birds, Beth. Really great.
They are cute birds. Becca's just doing abstract.
I'm doing abstract.
Okay, so if you go around this too many times, it will bleed through. I don't think I want it to bleed through, so I'm just going to let that dry.
If you don't put a lot of water, it won't bleed.
Good morning, everybody in the chat room. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Afternoon. Good morning.
Use a lot of water. The preview will be fairly dry when you arrive to it. So now I am going to use the first one I did. And I am going to use my gold one. Oh, let's do something first. I'm going to use acrylics now. White. Let's put here a little bit of acrylics.
Well, I know that Anne's not here, but she mentioned Friday I should do something with fall colors. So we'll see. I'm trying it.
Okay, somebody
ringing. Oh, Anne's
using the chat.
Come on.
Somebody pushed the wrong button.
Yeah.
It's
And
no,
yeah,
purple.
hang on. Hey, Anne, hi, Anne. I sent the link in the group. You need to click on the link in the group. Okay, sorry. No,
Come
no,
on,
all's
man.
good. All's good. All's good. See you in a minute. Bye.
I think she did that last time.
Yeah, it's okay. All's good. I'll just watch for her now.
That's one way of getting our attention.
It is. It is. Because I mean, I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. I forgot to.
First, I thought it was one of my family members calling me. I was like, nobody ever calls me except when it seems like when I'm online. I've been doing this 6 years. Check online first.
Yeah. My son, it's in few hours, will
There's
all
Anne.
the family will take a plane.
Good morning, Anne. Oh, she's going round and around.
There's Anne.
Hi,
Hi,
Anne.
Anne.
How are
Good morning.
Good morning.
Anne came to show us how it's done.
Yes.
How's
right.
going?
Between her and Miriam, I'm going to learn.
Got it.
Oh,
Hey,
good.
Anne, I was just, Lover, I was talking about you. That you said should do things in fall color. So I'm trying.
Let me clean up my mess and see what you guys are doing.
Well, we're playing watercolors, and I am not a watercolor artist by any means. So I was hoping to learn something today. So I'm just going to treat them like I do my acrylics. And, you know.
You know. Well, I've got bits and pieces everywhere.
How are you today, Anne?
I'm good. I think I'm good. As far as I can.
Morning, Anne.
I was so excited to be able to watch you and Beth on Wednesday, and then I got a phone call and I had to leave to deal with something. And I was like, rats! I so want to play along with you guys with your
The
book things.
Yeah, the gluey things. Yeah, I love it. It's just, and it works out well because I have a commitment, Wednesday morning, and I don't want to have to think about what I'm going to do on that Wednesday stream. So that's why I decided it would just be straight up get out the forest book and invite people that want to glue and just glue for an hour or so and then be done.
Right.
No prep.
You're getting ready to make an accordion book thing.
Yeah, this is, I worked on it last week in my Sunday stream. And I said to everybody that I would have all of the parts ready to go for this Sunday. And I do, kind of.
Awesome. Is that one of the ones where you put the page, that part of the accordion sticking up through the page and then put paper through it?
No. This is just a very straight. Yeah, I'll show you. It's a out of Somerset Studios. This edition. And this is what the finished product will kind of look like.
Oh, that is so cute with all the houses.
Yes. And I have all the houses made. And I made some stamps. I made roof lines out of foamy stamps. And I stamped the roof lines on watercolor paper. And then the houses, I'll show you some of the houses. So here are some of my houses. I got all
they're so cute.
my houses made with various stamps and splatters and such. So that's kind of it. And then you add, what intrigued me is you add Timmy people. And I'm always looking for a way to use Timmy people. I think they're reproducing in the folder I have in them. They think they're.
Well, don't you know you can't keep? It's kind of like bunny rabbits. You can't keep them together.
I know. So and then I made some trees and I carved a cat stamp, and that's what this looks like stamped out. Little cat.
Oh, cute.
Aww.
Lovely, lovely.
I love his eye expressions. He looks
Yeah.
very bored.
Hi, Jen. Hi, Andrea. Hi, whoever else I've missed.
Hi, everybody.
I'm in
So,
the zone here.
hi, Miriam. I'll put this all away and get out some watercolors. See what trouble I can get in with those. All right.
You know, that's kind of funny. The last little while, I've been thinking of doing a journal with buildings. Like each page would be a house.
Yes.
Figuring out opening it up and having like a room or something,
Mm-hmm.
or something to write on, like how I could incorporate the buildings and the flip outs. Or
Yeah.
I'm working. The brain is working overtime because I need another project, like a hole in the head.
Right. Exactly. I have a house that I did with Kathy Berg and
I
Colleen.
have that paper.
Isn't it paper? Yeah, it's a scrapbook pad. My last sheet, and it's going to fit perfect for this whole thing.
That's wonderful paper.
Isn't that cute?
It is very cute.
So that's going to be and then you sew this on that, I guess.
That's a neat idea.
And then you can open it up and you can see all. It's called aptly so, The Neighborhood.
Oh, love it.
Anyway, I'll put this away for now. Except that she has a lot more steps, I guess, than I have. But I don't understand what. Doesn't matter.
I just looked at the screen, and it's like, how can you see what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why I usually make people large at
I
a
think
time.
I need a new.
Oh,
something-
Beth, I love your bird. I love it. I love it.
Jim, have you opened your new branch?
All right, who wants to go big? Let's. Hey,
Not me. I
Dana's
can't
here.
see what I'm doing.
Hey, Dana, welcome.
Hey,
Yeah. All right.
Dana.
Since
Dana. Hey.
Dana's just come in. Let's make Dana first, and then we'll go to Anne, and we'll go the rounds. Here we go. Dana, you're up, honey.
I'm excited.
Okay. Well, I already have stuff that I put on my book pages, so I'm just gonna watercolor them.
Florida is represented.
It certainly is.
What watercolors do y'all use?
What is it? Go Gators?
Yeah. I gotta clean this.
Oh, those
Hey,
are
Sean.
You should have seen Kim trying to figure out how to fill those watercolor pens.
Oh,
Same issue
Oh,
I
yeah.
had.
Oh, you gotta twist them the wrong way.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was dipping them in the pot and squeezing them, trying to suck the water up. Oh yeah,
They must have been made over like where they say the toilets stream the opposite way.
Yeah.
Australia.
Yep, they do that.
Hilarious.
Here's the other.
I had already done a bunch of book pages.
So do you cut those out then, Dana, or do you just use
Yeah.
that as you cut them out?
Yeah,
Okay,
I have a whole bunch of them already.
cool.
It's kind of up Kim Bit's alley.
It's usually what I put on my ATCs and stuff. I'll just use my own.
Yeah. Me too. All right.
My art info.
So Dana has some beautiful stuff happening. Okay, let's see what Anne's up to. Anne, you're big.
I'm just getting out. No, I'm going to use the Art Nouveau Gambi watercolors. And this is their Art Nouveau collection of Art Nouveau-ish colors, which I love. So I'm just getting ready. I'll get out some watercolor paper and see what I can get into, what kind of trouble I can get into.
All right.
I haven't done watercolor in a while. I'm not very good at it, but I certainly enjoy it. Let's see. All right.
My favorite page is to color on is dictionary pages, like old ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Well,
takes watercolor good.
I've
Yeah,
been
it does surprisingly well, doesn't it, Dana? I'm always surprised at how
For
well.
it to be thin paper, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really surprised. I'm enjoying it. I managed to find a couple of different dictionaries. I've got a French English and a Korean English dictionary. They are very thin and fun. Like, I love the sound.
Yeah. It's naturally crinkle
Yeah, yeah,
without doing anything to it.
yeah.
Oh, gosh, I got so much stuff here.
Hey, sexuality.
Oh,
Dana, Mitzi's asking, did you stamp or draw those?
I drew them all.
what's this? Oh, okay.
That's what my dictionary page says today.
What did
And I
you say?
promise I didn't mean it. I did not pick this page on purpose. I mean, but it sure does scream like me, doesn't it?
What does it say?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm not going to repeat what my page says.
Oh, come on. Doesn't bother me any.
So funny. I made a new ATC this week.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
don't know
amazing.
if anybody- that matches my other one that with the acorn running. I'll have to show it when it gets to my turn. I'll have
Yeah,
to show
because she
my-
has naked stuff, y'all know.
She
Yes.
does. She's got naked stamps and all kinds of fun things. Those are beautiful.
Kind
Anne.
of
I
modest.
like
You didn't want
that.
to say a certain word. That's what I want to know.
She's an inner naked person.
Internet. No pants. No pants.
Clothes are really overrated. Oh, that's a lovely landscape. See, I could be doing those. Okay. I'm going to switch to something different now.
Inspiration. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
This
Why
is
we're here.
Ooh,
I love
look at
those.
that. And
Wow.
inspired by a woman, Diane Anton Studios, D, and
I watch her all the time.
this is her stuff. And that was that contest that I did.
I haven't watched her in a while. But
But this is my watercolor book. And my goal is to fill it up. And that was that contest. It was a thing on Instagram that Janet Young was doing. And you just, cut up. And let's see, that's another. I was learning how to draw leaves here. Now I have, I'm almost.
it's all on Instagram. I want to be your friend. My Instagram, I could use some more new friends. It's the same as here, Create with Becca.
I think we're friends on Instagram, Becca.
Yeah, you and I definitely are. Yeah.
And I never remembered to post any of my stuff on Instagram.
Yes,
Yeah,
I have found I am setting up a schedule so that you can do it all. So I'm trying to take pictures and then set them all up for the week. That's my goal, so that I don't have to think to post. And then I have my notifications, so when people like it or comment, it makes me go back and see and view and then look at everybody else's too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, I was having a heck of a time remembering to post. So I just started this past week where I'm scheduling it. And then whenever somebody likes and stuff, it then dings me and it's like, oh, that's right, Instagram. And then I go and hang out on Instagram for a little bit.
Isn't there a way, though, if you post on Facebook, you can set it up so it'll automatically post on Instagram, or is it the other way around?
I know it's the other way around because I
The
have
other
it
way,
set up
yeah.
that way. Yeah.
I have
But I
that
don't know if
setting.
it's the other.
When I post in Facebook, I have it in Instagram automatic, in TikTok, and in Threads.
Okay.
But it doesn't. But it won't go to Instagram, right? I haven't been able to figure out
Yeah,
how to.
Instagram too.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what I thought.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll have to check that because that I'm on there, but I'm trying to
Check
break that habit.
if
So I don't know.
No,
I
check
took
I
a-
do as you do. When I have a notification, then I see everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I
What
took
I'd like to do is get better coverage on Pinterest
Yeah, I very rarely go there.
because
I have Pinterest too, but almost all the socials
yeah,
except TikTok. I don't use TikTok, but
me neither.
is Create with Becca. But yes, I think on Instagram, if you search Create with Becca, I think it comes up with it might come up as I too am Becca, but if you research, you can tell it's my work. There is another lady that's Create with Becca, but and how about I got Create with Becca. I got it verified, but you have to
I
pay
think
$15 a month to get the little
Becca
check mark.
Creates though. The other one's Becca Creates, right?
No, I don't
There is.
know. I know on YouTube it's the same.
There's
And
a Becca Creates, I know. But
what's the lady with Pitbull? Is it Create with Becca and Pitbulls or something, or is it Create with Rebecca and Pitbull,
I
something
thought it
like
was
that? Reading with
Hugs.
Sitting with hugs or something. I have no idea.
No, this is the Pitbulls.
Okay.
The one, the Rebecca I'm talking about. She.
Miriam, you're big, hun.
Miriam's
I am.
All right, Ann. I will, honey.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, what I do?
Uh-oh,
The
you're-
one that I have the stripes, I put like acrylic, white acrylic.
Yeah, that's me, the one with the underline.
Okay, so Miriam's
And I am going to do something with that after it's dry. Now here I have my circles. I did with markers, and now I am using gold. And that's it. And now
lovely.
loving it. Loving it. All right.
I'm glad you love it. I think I am going abstract. But you never know. Maybe after a while I do something to
We're gonna try this.
and I can show my previous work. Let's see.
Start
I
with
have the thing is that I mix things. I mix watercolor with other mediums. So I'm going to show you what is watercolor only. See. This is watercolor. This one is watercolor.
Hold it a little higher, hun. There we go. Beautiful.
Because I cannot because it's really big. So
Oh, it's so pretty. I
thank
love
you.
it. I love your colors.
Then, well, this is not watercolor. This is not watercolor.
Love it. Oh, the houses. I love.
Miriam, so pretty.
Those are
Maybe I will-
fun.
my house is.
So much fun.
That's so nice. Ooh, I like that.
Sure.
That's the
I
I like
love that too.
that's a different twist on the Nero, whatever that.
Yeah.
This is not water.
Yeah. Is that a chameleon?
Yes, a chameleon.
A chameleon. Yes.
It's the
Did they run
most
wild
green-
over there, Miriam?
The chameleons?
Sorry.
Are the chameleons wild over there?
This is wild, but they're not here.
Not there. Uh-huh.
We don't have chameleons here.
I
We
think
have
it's more like rainforest.
hedgehogs. Okay, this one is not watercolor.
I love that. Oh my gosh, what a great.
This is watercolor.
Ah,
Colors are
lovely
so
too.
pretty,
So
Miriam.
cool. This was made on Halloween. This is watercolor.
That's fun too. Very cute.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Ah.
Look at the kitties. Meow.
The kitties are die cuts that I put in ink foam. Black.
Oh,
And then I glued, and then I did the shadows.
oh, man.
But this is all watercolor.
True mixed media.
I think now I'm not sure if it's not alcohol markers. Oops.
Well, whatever it is, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm.
This
Oh, I like that. That's really
That's fun too.
that's a nice do.
watercolor.
You get lost in doing that.
Yeah. Then let's see what happens here. This is watercolor.
Ah, so cute.
And that's it. I don't have
That's a
more.
lot. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Love seeing
yeah.
your work.
Okay. Beth, you're up.
Okay.
That's a
Here we
lot.
go. I've just started doing. You said something about fall, so I said, "Oh, I'll do a tree." I
Oh,
found a picture of a tree,
can't do that.
so I'm just starting that. So, but I've already did some birds, and I'm tired of birds, so I'm moving on to trees. But here's the birds that I did, and they could be just like Dana. They could be cut out a little bit, and
Just like Dana.
they can. You can cut them out
I
like
didn't
Dana.
know how to that today now.
Oh, those are fun birds.
Dana's birds.
And you can do this in any kind of material. You can use pencils, crayons, markers, paint, and then of course I'm using watercolor this morning. And you can do all kinds of color variations. And you know, this would be fun to do in material. You could use a piece of material for your body. That would be fun. And you can even use real feathers if you got a feather collection like I do. And I started making musical notes that there's where they're singing.
Ah,
And then I saw somewhere back in the back of my mind where they had wings. The notes had wings.
musical flying flat notes.
And yeah. So I'm sure I saw that somewhere. It wasn't, I didn't make it up. It was planted in my brain. But yeah, these are cute, whimsical. So I'm switched back over to my sketchbook, and I'm going to try to do a tree
Mhm.
after I stopped the crapalanche from sliding. And I like to use a variety of shades when I do my work. So I've got a brown, a light brown, or a brown over here, and then I've got a little bit of a army green or olive color here going on in the tree. And then I'm going to put some leaves, and they're just going to be blobs. It's going to be little blobs for leaves. Click the brush again. And you can use a variety of yellows and oranges and shades in here. If you do some yellow ones here, just little dots. And then you can go back with some orange. And then you want to make some flying down, some down on the ground. And some flying up in the air. Then you can switch your colors. And I've got like 4 different shades of oranges. And if you look real close with your leaves, you'll see all of these colors in there. You will. It's a variety that you see that come down. And there might be a pile of leaves over here. We'll make a pile of leaves. And then maybe we can make a rake. I've done that before. You try to make a rake laying up against the tree. And it can be an old-fashioned one with the spikes. Good old straight rake there. Let's get some other oranges up in here. And these little water blobs, they might run, and that's okay. And if they do, just let them dry. Just let them dry. Be patient and let them dry. And the natural, it's kind of a natural thing with watercolor. And you know, they're just blobs.
That's one of my favorite parts of watercolor is those blobs, how they dry and then the dark around the outside.
And
I just love that look.
Yeah, I love blobs. And you still might have some green, a few green leaves left in the tree yet that haven't turned. And so you still see a little green going on too. So let's find another yellowy here. This is a darker yellow. I'm going to put it in there. It's a colorful tree. And I really think I've got enough color in there. So I'm just going to, sometimes you have to say, it's okay to stop. So you might think of something else to play with. I don't know what else to do. If anybody has any loving suggestions, I'm open.
Well, you got falling leaves. Do you have leaves down on the ground too?
Yep, I got a pile of them.
Oh, okay. I can't see. Okay, then.
Oh, there they are.
You can put a bird in the tree, a squirrel in the tree.
Okay, I can do a little
Oh, Fred.
Just got practice doing the birds.
That's what I feel like.
The birds and the bees.
The birds and the bees. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Birds in there.
Use a pencil to mark a bird.
So let's try that.
Let's see.
All right. Becca, I'm going to make you big.
Next.
Hey, I'm just playing. These are drying so that I can get some things going. Once they're dry, I will doodle on top of them. See, I love how that's my favorite, is how watercolor dries darker on the edges when you leave it dry like blobs. Let's see how that one up there is still moving around. And then these I think I'm gonna make flowers. And these I'm gonna try the birds like Beth's doing. This one I'm gonna doodle probably a tree and birds or tree and flowers or something, like use the green as the background. But let me show you. This is more important. So I'll show you this was my original. Beth sent me the paper, and I made this out of this. It's making ATC. This is just, this is a piece of paper she found. I do have, it's not an obsession. I just collect naked people stamps, but somehow people start sending me naked people photos, not of themselves, but so this is this one.
Oh.
And then I recently wanted to add to it, and I seen this bird, and I thought, oh my gosh, that has to be a new ATC. And I have this stamp, so I stamped it out, and the guy is now, instead of running away with a nut, he is running away with a bird egg, and the bird is trying to catch him. So that's my newest one. So now I'm going to probably be making a nice little collection of ATC, naked guy running with something.
Okay.
Perfect.
But yeah, I do. I collect. I have probably close to 100 naked people stamps.
I didn't even know they made such a thing. So that's how naive I am.
What did you say?
I didn't even know they made naked people stamps.
Oh yeah, like Michelangelo's things.
Yeah, David.
His statues and stuff. So they made those into stamps, but then I have my funniest one. He's not even naked. His name is Underpant Man. He started it all. Somebody I got his. Came in like because I used to buy people's stuff like in bulk, like they're getting rid of it, and he came in that he started it all about 5 years ago.
Interesting.
Now for Christmas, Dana sent me Santa Claus naked.
Oh,
It's not
naked Santa Claus.
Yeah, nothing. I don't collect nothing dirty. Like I don't.
Not
You know what I
gross.
mean? It's all art. Like nothing is.
Cutesy.
Yeah. Nothing is dirty. It's all either
We don't
actual
collect
art.
No. Becca don't collect nothing dirty.
That's right.
She wash it. When I arrive to his house, she wash it.
That's right. So if you send me a dirty stamp, I will wash it and then collect it.
Clean it up. Add a fig leaf here and there.
I know it's a weird thing to collect, but it just is. And I have some cute of my favorites that are, some real pretty ones. Like, ooh, this is a pretty color.
I have eye stamps, a series of eye stamps.
Ah, yes. I think I have a set of eyes sitting here on my table somewhere. Set of eye stamps.
I think they're Dana Wakely's or Dana Wakely's. Different various. And once again, I'm not following the rules, but I'm doing my own thing. Sorry.
This is why we're the feral artist group, hun. We do it our way. I'm not over concerned.
I'm feral, being feral. Sorry.
I don't care.
I got out the watercolors, so I'm half.
I'm over here on photo paper, so I'm breaking rules too.
Now I'm using copy paper, so we're good.
I am using watercolor paper.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably watch that naked people stamp. Yeah, that's probably not a Google thing, but you can on like eBay and stuff, and it does come up. It's not too dirty. It's not too dirty.
So, and then of course you have to define what TOO means. What
Right, exactly. To which people it's right.
Is two. As in too much or too little, or maybe an over the top.
Looks like I got a family of birds, Beth.
All right.
Well, Becky and I have finished our bears, and we are anxiously awaiting the bear lady to stuff the bear.
Those bears are so cute.
I've named my bear Kubiba, which
Kubiba?
is bear in Swahili, since it's made out of African fabrics.
Nice.
Kubiba. Kubeba. Kubiba.
Everyone that does that, because other languages for me are so hard. I just have a really hard time learning another language. And my cousin named her cat, but in Japanese,
Right.
or maybe black cat in Japanese. I don't know, but I can't say it.
I used the Google pronounce this word, and I must have listened to it about 20
Oh,
times.
that's smart.
Ah,
And I just kept on practicing it, and I'm sure I still don't have the syllable on the right syllable, but it's close enough.
I'm sure some of that was English.
right.
I'm just sure of it.
It's Kubeba. Kubiba.
Mm.
And
Mrs.
it
G
may
has been
not-
trying to teach me Swedish for 5 years, and I'm still don't got it.
Did you see what Mitzi wrote? Bear or bear?
Right.
I do believe this Kubiba is bear as to bear or something, not bear as the animal, but I figured I don't care.
Like barefoot?
You may be saying that you have a bear.
Not Bare, but Bear. I think. Anyway, that's his name. I'm sticking with it. And it's a him. Even though he has an African woman sewn on his back. That could be his mother. I don't know.
Yeah, right. It's a
It was part of the fabrics that came in the package of fabrics that I got from Rosemary. It'll be interesting. I just want to stuff him and be done. When we were pulling them back inside out and then right side out, it was literally like, giving birth, because you had to pull his legs out. It was like a breech birth. The legs came out first, then the arms, and then finally the head. It was like very interesting too. And of course, one leg is shorter than the other, but that's who's going to notice.
that's your bear.
That's my bear.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
If he was perfect, he'd look like somebody else that made the perfect bear.
Right.
And he wouldn't be your specific bear.
Yeah, I hemmed.
The bare minimum.
I didn't catch that, Miriam.
He is doing the bare minimum.
Yes, the bare minimum. Yes.
Don't do that, because I am doing jokes in English.
Miriam, the jokester over there.
Yeah. Here is Kubiba.
Oh, hang on. Okay, Becca, I'm making you.
Yes.
All right.
Here he is. He doesn't have his ears yet, but they're going to go obviously where ears
I
belong.
saw you. I
So
saw
cute.
you posted.
Yeah.
Very cute.
And then here's the African lady on his back. Right, you can barely there. Stitched on with gold thread. There you go.
Well, he could have a wife too.
Yeah. So, and that's the stuffing. So I'm assuming the legs will get stuffed first, then the arms, then the head, and then the body. And then, of course, the ears have to get sewn on. That's it.
Is that like the bear that Alicia was making right before she passed?
Gee, I don't know. This was a lady. Erndale's is her YouTube channel. I think her name is Gail, and she was giving out a free pattern for the bears. And I did this. Mine is a 16-inch bear, and Becky's is a 18-inch bear. So her bear is the same, but it's just bigger. And I did the 16-inch bear.
Huh.
So I don't know. And I had a package of African fabric that I had bought from Rosemary Morris, and I used every little piece of fabric.
Looks great.
And Becky really embellished hers. I didn't. I just stitched, did the canthers, like the canthur quilt kind of stitches, and then stitched around the actual designs on the fabric, kind of followed the design.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that was the fabric, but I see. Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
So, this was the fabric, and then I just stitched on the line of the fabric, followed the fabric, and then I attempted a couple of French knots that, French knots and
How about the colonial? I'm much better at the colonial instead of the French, and it looks pretty much the same.
Well, I ended up with a lot of tiny X's instead of French knots.
French knots, yeah.
I did French X's, I guess. I just can't do. I mean, I did a whole bunch of them once, and then it's just like my French knottery just left me. I did a pincushion that's just filled with French knots. The whole thing is French knots.
Yeah.
And I can't do a French knot if my life depended on it. But this is all French knots. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I started doing the colonial instead. When I learned that stitch, I was like, well, it's the exact same thing, except you don't have to do all that twisting and pulling and then get the knot. It's a knot that it's almost like a figure 8, and you go down in it, and then it makes what looks to be like a French knot.
Oh, interesting.
Look it up. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Colonial.
Yeah. Colonial. Uh-huh.
All righty.
Yeah.
I'll check that out. Very. Did not know.
Hey, Anina, nice to see you. Hi, Belinda. Welcome.
Hi, Belinda.
Hi, Melinda. Hi, Anina.
I don't have the chat on.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Join the chat. Well, I don't have to join the chat. I can say hi to everybody. I don't like that. You need a
Bleeding Rainbow.
The Reading Rainbow. I loved that show.
I remember that.
I said bleeding.
Oh, bleeding. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Little bit different.
Just a little. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that would have been a kid's show with a bleeding rainbow.
But it looks pretty.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're meaning all your colors are bleeding.
Yeah, here I made a rainbow and I made them bleed.
Oh, wow. That
Very cool.
looks very cool, I have to say.
Wow.
I've got
I
watercolors.
sprayed it.
Didn't use them either until kind of today-ish. I've used them, but it's not my favorite.
I'll try that a couple more times.
Thought it would be a perfect time to actually learn how to use them with these ladies, and I'm not paying attention to them.
I think we're all of us except Beth uses them quite often. You use your watercolors quite often, Beth, huh? Okay.
I do, and I go, but my go-to is my acrylics, though.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But when I'm in a hurry or I'm running out of time, I can do the background real quick with a watercolor, swish. So that's when I That's why I use them a lot.
See, I'm worried that they're going to bleed if I use them as background.
Well, if you do it last,
Oh, I guess.
or if you do it first and then dry it real good.
Well, and then you
Isn't
put
it
acrylic
still
on
gonna,
them?
whenever you add something on top of it? That's why I don't use Timmy Holtz stuff, because his stuff bleeds onto everything.
And a lot of times I'll do my secondary layer in paper piecing and then glue it on the background.
Okay.
So I do that a lot too. I just, whatever goes.
Whatever.
There's always a solution. There's always a solution to something.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's never a mistake in art, right?
Right.
Have you met me?
No, there's never a mistake.
Mhm.
There are no mistakes. They're happy little accidents.
Happy mistakes or something happy.
I think Bob taught us that.
Was that a Bob Ross thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. I never watched Bob growing up. So I was not Bob ignorant.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Our friend Candy, she knew him.
Oh, right. And she said he wasn't very nice, didn't she?
Yes, that's what she has said. She said he was not very nice at all.
So,
Well, I mean, like his situation wasn't exactly ideal as far
Yeah,
as
he had a lot of people mistreat him.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
he stole a lot of art, is what he's known for. And
No, they stole his art too.
yes, they
You
did.
know, like all his shows and everything.
He didn't get a lot of the money for him.
No.
Family stole a lot of his money too.
And one of his friends, it was a friend that was supposed to be a business partner, and yeah, they really screwed him
Handled
over.
him out of it.
wow. I did not know that.
Yeah,
I don't remember what Candy told me. My mistakes usually involve dropping mediums on the floor. Those are not so happy. Well, just then start painting your floor. It could turn happy.
Kim paints her house. She lets the kids paint in her house.
I do. My house is, I've got butterflies in the dining room, hot air balloons in the bathroom. I got a whole town down here, baseboards and around the ducting.
I want to come live with you, Kim.
Really? Me too. Right up
When
my
my kids were little, I used to cover the walls in brown paper so that they could draw on the walls and floors and stuff.
That's cool. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I never was able to even get my kid to pick up crayons when he was little. He never. Crayons were something that just nothing. It was not something I could get. Crayons, all the creative stuff, crayons, Play-Doh, none of that stuff my kid used. Nothing.
My younger grandsons are not into any art supplies. I can get them to play on the gel plate when they're here, or I used to be able to before they became teenagers. But my older two grandkids always would like to come and play, so that was a fun thing.
Yeah, I used to draw with my grandsons when they were little.
Yeah, we used to have a game, and it's like you draw a leaf, and then somebody draws something beside the leaf, and then you might draw a flower beside the leaf, and you keep adding on. If you draw a person, then they might draw the hair.
That would be fun if we actually lived next to each other.
It was like to get them to use their ideas. Use your creativity.
It's like that whispering game where you whisper a word into the next person's ear and
Telephone, yeah, that's always
your
fun.
sentence.
I used to play that with my students, and they were always shocked at how different it was. By the time we got to the last student, it didn't sound like
There's one over. There's not one over.
Yeah.
Water.
nothing like the beginning. Oh, Lily's having a nightmare.
Belinda, Kim, Kim, let me start over. Kim, Belinda wants to see what you're up to.
Oh, I'm playing on one of those monoprints that I do. The dendritic. They're like this, right? So it's a black and white, and then I color them into strange landscapes. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I don't know where my other ones are that are actually done with pencil crayon or whatever. They're down here someplace. You know how I operate. But I figured I would try them with the watercolor.
Maybe the cricket took it.
Oh, probably. Hey, Maya, nice to see you.
Hi, Maya.
So I'm going to play with this one next. Haven't, Not sure about the watercolors. Like it's a learning thing for me. I mean, I've been doing the branches and leaves.
Oh, they look good.
So, got lots of those to shove in journals. But, of course, they need some ink. And, yeah, that's what I'm doing, Belinda. Yeah, waterfalls with trees. That's kind of what I like them to look like when they're done. But like I say, I'm not familiar with watercolor per se. It's not one of my favorite mediums because I've never really used them, and I'm self-taught. I do watch others and how they do it, and then I make up my own way. So, thanks, Dad. All right. Who would like to go up next? Beth. They say it looks like you're doing a sunflower. What are you doing?
I decided to do a late summer, fall sunflowers. I think by fall, the seeds are already gone, be the birds. But I found this sunflower, and I'm just playing. I'm not really painting. I'm just dabbing, and I'm using a variety of shades. And I
Hi,
like
Teresa. Are you home yet?
blending.
Oh, Teresa,
Over there.
are you home, hon?
Yeah, Teresa's home.
Oh,
She's
good.
home.
I'm making another bleeding rainbow.
Bleeding rainbow.
And then I could take a little bit of this green and maybe just hint a green in the background here.
True, Belinda. Got to work on it. Got to keep trying. I am trying. I think I would probably be more apt, like when Jean and I have played with them. I've enjoyed doing that, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm a fan. I really don't know if I'm a fan or not. I'm so used to my acrylics, and I only got the watercolors really because I wanted something to have when I was traveling. So,
Does anybody have any watercolor tips
I do.
or experiences? Maybe somebody in the audience might know of something.
Maya does incredible watercolor. If you have ever watched her work, my word, she's incredible.
That would be something pretty to pass along. And I have a tip for not just watercolor, but for the water jar on your desk.
The muck water?
The mucky
Yes,
water.
Mm-hmm.
The mucky water.
Which watercolors are y'all using? Like what brand? I'm using mostly Diane Wrigley.
I've got K&RP. It's a nice set. It's a studio set. But one of the tips is the problems that you have with water on your desk. It gets mucky and then it sours, right? So it smells. So the tip is to put 2 pumps of your hand sanitizer soap on the sink. Put 2 pumps of it in your water and on your brushes. It'll condition your brushes. It'll clean them out better. And if
Really?
you're bad like me, you leave your brushes in the water like you're not supposed to. And the water doesn't stink after 3 or 4 days or weeks.
For weeks, like mine. My whole room smelled so bad. I was like, what? I thought I had a cat make a mess in here, Beth. And finally I was like, oh my God, is my water? And I took it out and I put it in the sink with some soap. I was like, I cannot believe this. And I used that's how long it'd probably been sitting in here. And I used your little trick.
But it's you know, and if you got a really sweet smelling perfume soap on your desk, oh boy, that's even better.
Well,
But
see, I
it's
don't
so
add
good.
anything. I just let mine evaporate. I don't smell anything, which is really weird because with
Maybe
my
it's your
breathing-
nose.
Yeah, but I have breathing issues, and anything that smells a little bit off, I usually zoom in on it because I have to know if it's going to affect me or not, right?
It's really colder up there though, so it probably don't sour as fast.
Maybe, yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah. How long do you keep your water? Maybe that's the problem, Maya, with our with our painting. It's not us, it's the water that we're using, Beth.
Yeah.
No, I let my muck water sit for a long time. I let it evaporate because I use it to edge like everybody else uses inks, right?
Right. You recycle your pigment.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And after it dries, you don't smell it at all.
That's
Yeah,
right.
no, after you do it's if you can handle it.
Then I peel it out of the cup and throw it out. I just don't think I need to put all that extra plastic in the water systems, you know. I try not to.
I like that excuse. I think that works. Yeah, that's why I do it too. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't do it. I'm not conscious of the planet. You see? I am going to start.
Mine sprays in my backyard. I have a water system that recycles and puts all my dirty water into my backyard.
Oh, like all your gray water?
Everything, all my water.
Okay.
Everything. Yeah, everything gets processed through and then sprays into my backyard. Yep. Sounds gross, doesn't it? That's what I thought too when I bought this place. I was like, it does what?
That's a great system, though. That's especially,
Yeah.
in Texas where, you can have like droughts and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because even those areas where it sprays, like in the fall and spring, it's real green in those areas, of course. But yeah, in the summertime, you can't even tell where it sprays.
Maya is telling something. It's very interesting. She says,
about
instead of putting stuff into the water, you change it?
Yeah,
That's
what
a
I do.
long thought.
No, I don't know, Maya. It sounds kind of difficult.
That's what I do. I throw it out and
Sorry, what
I store it in
what?
jars with tops on them. So they're in.
I don't know. I think what is it? I hate how my brain has lost words. My soul sisters are Beth and Kim. When it comes
I think so.
Shannon's like, this is disgusting. When I give it to her every once in a while, I'll be like, can you watch this? Like, this is disgusting.
Help.
Don't call my art disgusting.
Yeah.
That's my art. But
Yeah,
my jars
I'm
are beautiful. Look at these. They're like
Hang on.
art.
Wait,
Yeah, look at those.
I'm
Look at
looking.
those lines. Yeah,
yeah.
look at those lines.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
Well, this is clean. This just came today. Clean. Shannon cleaned this out.
I started with a fresh cup today. I'll show you my ones that
Here's my bleeding rainbow.
Oh, I like that. That's very pretty.
This one is. Gonna
Okay,
Nice.
what does the sunflower need? Does it need anything else?
She switched over. She left. She left. Wait, one sec. Let her come back. She wanted to show my. She wanted to show my
Yeah.
bottle.
These are mine.
Oh, look at how long you're. Yeah, those are nice.
I let them evaporate. Seriously. Okay, let's look about sunflower. Oh, that's pretty, Beth.
It needs a
That's really
bumblebee.
good, Beth.
A bumblebee would work.
Oh, and Beth, you love bumblebees.
And I think I have a real nice one that'll be just perfect. But I think I'm going to put it on paper first. A little bit of mixed media involved in here.
Smelling versus no smelling like water may have to do with your local water supply. I don't empty my brush water often, it never smells. Yeah, mine too. It doesn't. Oh, what? Wait. Oh, no. No. You're not rude, Maya. No. All's good.
No, Maya.
Oh, no,
it's
not
okay.
at all. Yeah, no.
You are not rude.
Maya, you
Not
should
at
be
all.
up here. You should
I
be
don't
up
have any more
here.
room, guys. I had to go to the non-pay one because they increased it so much. I'm limited to 6.
I would be
of us
glad
today.
to take a little break and then let Maya come on.
Maya, do you want to come play with us? We'll go play on Beth's channel.
I can leave.
No, I mean
No.
I'm gonna take a little coffee break and let Maya have my spot.
Oh,
And you all stay.
Maya,
mean,
do
I'm
you want
good
to
with-
come and play?
That's how you'd be nice. That's how you're supposed to be nice. Anne knows. Anne's nice.
Maya, would you like to come play, hun?
And if she doesn't want
Me and Becca stopped over.
if she's on the spot today, maybe next Sunday she will.
Yeah.
Well, she's welcome to come anytime. You know, we're
Of
doing
course.
Yeah. I can.
I don't even know if Maya's still here. Are you still here?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I know that.
We're
Okay.
used to. We're.
Oh,
Oh,
she's
yes,
gonna
okay.
come on. She
Oh,
has to go
Oh,
pee.
oh yes.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Are you
Put
gonna?
me in the background
Are you gonna?
and leave me back there.
Okay.
And then when she comes on, you click on her.
Yeah.
And you can leave me in the back
Okay.
stage.
Okay.
Okay. Let's.
Back
Why don't you put your B down first, and then.
Okay. By that time, she'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hang on,
Beth
my
going to the
little-
back 40.
Because I
I'm
can
gonna
go.
go to the back
too.
40,
No.
just to the backstage.
I feel bad.
No.
No. StreamYard has gotten so expensive.
Look what I've
But
got.
I've stopped
today.
using it.
Well, what is it US? For me, it's $44.95 US. If I
I
want
would
to
have
have
never
Yeah.
done this, guys.
and that's
without
like
you all.
$70 Canadian.
I just bought it for the year. The plan where you have the 1080 and all the extra. And what did I? It was
And-
$219 for the year.
That's crazy.
It's cheaper
That's-
than obviously you get a break if you buy it by the year, not by the month. So
There's
Yeah.
so many free ones out there. You just have to look.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
be willing to
it's-
spend a little time to do them.
yeah. Like I've been using Restream, and theirs is cheaper to buy. Theirs is under $20 to buy. It's the same price as what StreamYard used to be to get
Right.
rid of like the Restream up at the top and stuff. But
Yeah.
I am there's Streamlabs, which is free.
And
I
how
just
many people
find
can you
what's the
have
one-
on the free ones there?
I'm sorry.
How many people can you have on this free one?
The free ones are usually about the same as 6.
Okay.
that's the standard.
Yeah.
A 10, 6 or 10 on Restream. But like, for example, Streamlabs is 100% free, period. There's no charge. They're just a little bit harder to learn how to use. They're not as easy, but they're not difficult. Like you
Yeah.
want to get into difficult. Difficult's more like OBS. OBS is, I would consider maybe difficult.
Well,
But,
free. I agree.
But
My StreamYard doesn't renew until February, so I can have up to 10 people until February comes, and then I'm going to do the freebie stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to paid because when I was involved in the Miriam Streamathon, I went over the amount.
Yeah.
Ah,
mhm.
I am
So-
guilty now. Okay.
So, but I had a choice. I could
It's all your
have,
fault, Miriam.
I could have just,
Okay.
renewed it.
Beth,
I could have just bought it for a month. You know what I meant? And then not renewed. But I decided to go all in and buy it for a year. So that was me. I could have just got it for a month and been done with it, but I didn't. I chose to hang in there for a year. So that's on me, not Miriam.
yeah. No, I mean,
That was my choice.
And you know, StreamYard, it seems, I was looking at, because I just did a lot of research trying to figure out which one I was going to go with, because I don't do that much doubles on my own channel. Like I do a
It's
lot with
mostly like
Beth,
one
and I do
person.
a lot
okay,
with Dana,
Beth,
but we
Beth,
all,
I'm going to put you in the background so that
Okay, you have to be.
Maya can come in. Maya.
Oh, Maya.
can't think of the one that I just recently did some research on, and I'd like to do a little bit more. Let me see if it will come up on my searches. Riverside. It's called Riverside. That's a new one too that's out that I've been kind of considering taking a look and seeing what that's like.
Yeah.
StreamYard for me is just so incredibly easy. I mean, I
Yeah.
used to go on YouTube all the time, but I've
Yeah.
never been able to figure out how to set up a stream to start later. I always screw that up. Always.
Oh, I finally figured that out using going through you. I could never do it straight through YouTube. Is that what you mean? Like I
Yeah,
couldn't.
just go to my YouTube channel.
But I
because-
finally figured out how to do it, and it's you have to scroll down below. You know, when you get to that spot where it says
schedule or
get a
whatever.
new thumbnail, you know, you're like almost ready to go live. At the very bottom, there's all those words. You can actually scroll down there. I didn't realize, and you scroll down below that, and under there it says start time, and you can use your start time there. And then to get your start, you have to go to your content tab. And on your content tab, you go, you know, it shows your videos on your top tab, and then it says lives. You click on the lives, and you will see the one that has that you have planned.
Yeah.
I just figured that out probably a month or so ago, because I stream mainly from straight from YouTube.
Yeah.
With Belinda,
if I'm not with somebody.
Pre-stamped a whole bunch so that I had some sort of interest behind. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maya's not in the background yet. I'm watching.
Okay.
I might go early, so don't worry, Beth.
Miriam's been streaming for a while.
She has, and she had such an exciting day already. Like my word.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how you have any nerves left.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't.
You do, yeah.
Like, yeah, I would
You
just
see,
want to.
your arting.
They want to see you up close, Miriam. You're up front and center, hun.
Okay, let's see. I have these two that I finished up here. And
I love those.
So you need to see the shimmer like that.
Oh yeah, those look nice.
It's not that I have Parkinson. And I am doing this one now.
Ooh,
That's
that's
pretty.
Also have gold. Not gold, metallics. So I think I am going to finish these flowers and I am going to head out.
Yeah. Well, Miriam, I have to tell you, you inspired me this morning.
Yeah.
You were using your flowers that you did on tissue paper.
Yeah.
So I had to try it, except my tissue paper is in the back 40. So I did a whole bunch on, I'm going to come big for a minute. I did a whole bunch on napkin guts.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
And so then I pulled 3 out and I collaged them on. And even the napkin guts, you can barely see. Like I didn't fussy cut them.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So that worked
That's-
out really well as well.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yes, in the chat.
Hi, Beth. I did those flowers, the Shannon Green, where she just took a white gel pen and went into a magazine that had a dark page and then just drew the flowers on the magazine page with the white gel pen and then cut out the flowers. So instead of having a black outline, the flowers have a white outline.
Nice. Nice.
That works too.
Well, this I just used a gel pen and drew them. Normally the gel pen bleeds. I'm really surprised that they didn't really do too much with that. But I used acrylic on it after because that's what Miriam, that's what you were using?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acrylic markers.
Yeah, so that I figured watercolor, if I was using Mod Podge on it, would run.
Mhm.
So I used acrylic and I'm pretty pleased with the way they turned out. I've got some fun flowers to play with. Maya's here. Welcome.
Hi, Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Maya.
Hey,
Maya?
ladies.
Or am I pronouncing it wrong?
Good afternoon, Maya. Well, at least it's afternoon here.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Well,
Can you hear
If
me?
you are pronouncing it wrong, I've been pronouncing it wrong all together.
yeah. So is it Maya or Maya?
Maya.
Maya. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Just with
Okay. I just don't want to be pronouncing it too wrong.
Yeah.
oh, I have had so many different pronunciation, whatever. So it's okay. Don't worry.
Maya, can you please show some of your work? Because I know a few of the ladies here probably haven't, might not have come and visited your work. So I'm going to make you big.
Oh boy.
She's like, oh Lord.
All good. All good.
You'll be fine.
Maya's work is incredible, guys. Look.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I love that
Aren't
panda.
those beautiful?
See, we can tell by your work that you clean your water bowl.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Wow.
That's
The
all what
water-
you have to say.
How pretty is that? I love that tree.
That is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely
Wow.
beautiful.
Very
So
Japanese.
I love to go and lurk and watch Maya do her stuff because it's just incredible.
Oh wow, that's cute.
Oh,
I
look
love
at
that one with the tree and the thing.
Yeah, the trees have the personality. I love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. And the
I
reflection.
like doing kind of like funny, like cartoonish things like this. Like
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
can see
Oh,
kind
look.
of.
The trees are, yep, I see that. The trees are smiley or frowny.
Whimsy.
Love the whimsy. Love the whimsy. Oh, that's a nice
Oh,
study.
I was practicing, and so then like I'm not sure where this one came from, but just
The strawberry.
Be part of it.
One of those.
It's in the imposter. Something.
Which picture doesn't belong here? Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was.
yeah. My sketchbooks are not like kind of like neat and tidy and nice.
Well,
It's
That's a
They're a
bit.
lot neater and tidier than mine are.
well,
Mine
when you
empty.
see like sketchbook tours like online and what, they are so perfect and all the paintings are so beautiful. And
But is that really a
no.
sketchbook? I don't know. I think they need to be messy.
I love messy.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
me
I'm
too.
sure that every single thing that they do is not neat and tidy. You know, like
My
they
sketchbook
probably
is
do a lot of sketching
mostly
on.
empty. That's my sketchbook is mostly empty.
Yeah, my
What is this one? And yeah,
that
Oh,
one's
wow.
beautiful.
See.
If it's not chaotic, I feel uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
Linda's asking how long you've been water painting, Maya.
I think 3 years.
Oh,
Like
beautiful.
4 years ago, I suddenly decided I wanted to learn to draw, and I started drawing, and then it kind of turned into watercolor, and then acrylic, and yeah.
It just naturally grew from there.
So I never
Maya,
ever had been doing anything like this. So I'm not sure where the desire to paint and like do art came from, but I'm glad it came.
That's good.
You're very
It's
talented.
beautiful.
You're
after
talented.
seeing your work, I am retiring.
So, sorry, what do you say?
She
She
said
said she's
that
retiring.
Your work, I am retiring.
she's retiring after she's seen your work.
No, why?
Because you are
Because
too good for me.
Ah, stop it.
I'm
No.
ashamed. Okay, no, I'm retiring for real because I had a very, very stressful day.
Yeah.
And I'm very tired.
Okay, Miriam, thank you so
Miriam,
much.
get some rest. Try to get some
Yeah.
rest, dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Big hugs, Miriam.
Be
Thank
safe.
you so much, every one of you. And I leave my place to bed.
Okay, guys, if you want to come back. Okay,
Oh,
Miriam,
thank you.
stay
Ann.
safe.
I'm
You're a
very-
taxi. Big hugs to you guys.
oh, yeah.
Take care, Miriam. Be safe.
Yeah, I will be. Thank you.
Okay.
Miriam is over in not a very good area right now.
Yeah. Miriam's in Israel.
Yeah,
so,
she knows. She knows.
yeah.
She was on the stream when we had the alarm.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure.
Bye.
Okay.
You,
Bye.
Miriam.
Hugs, Miriam. All right. Maya also paints along with some friends quite often. Some very talented people she hangs out with as a rule.
Well, you can
I
whenever
feel
you're.
honored that she came to play today.
You can hang out with talented people when you're talented yourself.
Here we go. That's back.
That's back.
All right. All right.
Okay. My sunflower turned out really cute.
Yeah, it did.
It did. It did.
This is my water bucket. If you
Ah, look at
Nice.
I need to
This is
order.
so
Clean.
I kind of clean it down like in the ridges down there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need to clean it. So
Some-
I
my-
hate dirty water. It's so I'm
Well,
so
you know-
frustrated with. I'm like, what?
Well, that
How
makes
long do you
sense.
keep your water?
That makes sense because it makes your work muddy if
Yeah.
you've got muddy water, right?
Yeah,
So I understand that.
trying to making a happy mistake right now. I'm trying to fix my mistake. Yes. Speaking of muddy,
Okay, so guys, when you've got something like this, like I want to go in and do some shading, do you use paint? Do you use pencil, crayons? What do you guys use?
Depends on what you want to shade.
You can
Well,
use a
she talked
smudge
about so it
pencil.
doesn't muddy it up, like, and make it not legible anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't shade. There you go.
You're not a shady girl, are you?
Come on, I keep naked stamps.
Yeah, that's not shady enough.
Right.
Just saying.
Okay.
Slightly suspicious. I don't know. A little odd, but then again,
Well, does it surprise you at all, really?
no. Let's face it, odd is in the eye of the beholder.
That's right. My mom always said that.
Is that right? I thought I just.
She tells me that all the time. She tells me that because she doesn't really understand. She said, "I don't understand." She doesn't look at my stuff because she doesn't understand it. That's what she says. I'm like, you don't. It's okay. You don't have to like my stuff.
You don't have to understand my stuff.
Right.
You don't have to look at my stuff for that matter.
Yeah. And she doesn't. She doesn't come on my channel.
Right.
She just doesn't get it. She doesn't understand mixed media. Well, she would understand it if I painted maybe like Maya, but it's not what it does. It doesn't inspire. That doesn't. It's not me. You
I
know.
know. That's the thing, right?
I kind of want it because that's what most people really are attracted to. Honestly, I understand that because it's what people visually are not used to seeing if they aren't really a creative mind, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Honestly, that's not my skill set. I'm not there yet.
Right. Skill set is good. Yeah.
Maybe someday I will be there, but right now I'm not there yet. I always like to put "yet" at the end of a sentence.
Yeah.
Leaves
But I don't even
aspire to that.
Yeah, like it's not what I am trying to do.
It's not my style. Like I can appreciate it, but it's not me.
I like it. Appreciate. Yeah. I very much appreciate realism and I
just like
whatever it is.
She decided she was going to, learn how to draw, and she went about doing
and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It is. It's beautiful.
It's awesome. Awesome.
I think if my stuff started looking so beautiful, I'd be like, who did that? I'd start questioning myself. Did I fall asleep? And am I doing this in my dreams?
Yeah, it's fun to go back to your books, go back 5 years.
Oh, heck yeah. Right.
And my collaging even was awful. Just collage. How can you run something in a collage?
Have you met me? Goodness.
I look at my stuff from like 2018, and it's like, I did that because it's so much better than what I'm doing now. I'm regressing.
I feel that way. Like I feel like I took more time. I feel like I took more time whenever I first started.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. That's possible.
Slapped her down. Now we slap it down as fast as we can.
Not me. It took me 6 days to do a little my camera.
That book was so cute.
Thanks, Kim.
See, when I do those books, like those hard books, I always make them into rude books. I don't know why.
See?
But
you need some naked stamps.
Yeah.
But they all have the same kind of pages. Like my pages are different. I don't know why. Like I was talking to Jean about this. Like this is gonna be my next rude book out of envelopes, but they're all like because I think it has to flow. Like I really appreciate your guys' stuff because you don't have this need to make them,
You and Dana has to do hers has to flow. It has to have. I'm trying to break her, but she just won't break.
I'm working.
Okay, if I'm making like a rude book or whatever, then it's like this. But my journals aren't like this.
Huh. You see them differently when you work on them, I guess.
I don't know. Like my journals are eclectic as all get out.
I did that envelope thing, but I did it and I jelly plated on. They were all done with jelly plate printed.
Nice.
And that was what I think Eddie's the one that did that on P&M. He was the one that, or no, it was Carrie. Was it Carrie? Carrie or Eddie, one of them did that.
But like my journals are just totally random stuff.
Yeah.
You know, there's whatever.
It
All
is.
good.
It
Everybody's got their own thing, right?
Oh, for sure.
is. Absolutely.
I got a couple things.
Me too. Muck water's one of them. Sorry, Maya. You must cringe watching me actually then.
But the funny thing is that I really want to do stuff that's not perfect. It's not that my stuff is perfect, but I tend to try to make them perfect. And I want to do them like
More
free.
organic.
Yeah, and more
Free. I can't be free with mine.
right, free. I want to just so I'm like this. I'm just trying with kind of, but it's really hard for me to not go for the
To let go, just to relax and just let it
Dana, relate. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let it go.
It doesn't work for me.
No.
I
We've been
tried
working
to.
on it though.
I find it difficult. Unless I'm wobble cutting. You know?
But you do free stuff because all your stuff is really original.
Doo-doos.
And mine isn't. Like, I have to look at something before I can draw it.
So when I watch like streams like yours, and then sometimes I'm sitting and I don't remember which one of you, and I don't even know which one of you is talking when you're talking. I just kind of
Oh,
so
yeah.
so someone did like some bugs things.
Yeah.
They're cute. Look at those
I'm
bugs.
not sure.
Wonderful.
So I kind of tried to do the same, just to because
I showed my Inktober. I did 31 different bugs for Inktober a couple of years ago.
31 types of bugs. How fun is that?
Beetles, BEE.
Oh, beetles. 31 types of beetles. Oh, look at the ghosts.
Oh, look at that.
Miriam did like a ghost thing, and I said, oh yeah, ghost, yeah, and I
See how much better things
I'm watching
shading.
They're lovely.
Janet Nash is in the room.
Hey, Janet.
Woohoo,
Welcome.
Hi,
That
Janet.
pilgrims are adorable.
Oh, look at them. All ready for Thanksgiving.
You're hungry.
We have a supermarket chain here in Florida called Publix. And for many years, they put out little pilgrim salt and pepper shakers and napkin holders. And I don't even know that they even have them anymore, but I've got their salt and pepper shakers and their napkin holders. I haven't seen them in years. You know what I'm talking about? That?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Okay,
when I was little,
They're so cute.
Usually the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General has things like that too.
Yeah, the ones from Publix were really kind of nice.
Yeah, they were probably a China.
Yeah.
well, and then like we shopped at Winn-Dixie a lot too, and then they had their green stamps or whatever that you traded in for
dishes.
Oh, I remember back in the day, my mom doing that. We had our whole plate set was from a grocery store like that. She collected the
Yep.
stamps and
There you go.
All right, this is what public pilgrim Thanksgiving salt and pepper shakers look like. I'll show you.
And lover, is that fallish enough?
See them?
oh.
Oh, those are cute.
Now, are you a salt and pepper collector? Those people that collect all the salt and pepper?
Yeah.
No, but I
No.
have some odd ones though. I'll show you the other odd one, the oddest one I have that my sister-in-law gave me because I think she thought I was a salt and pepper shaker collector. And
Because you see people that like, thanks, Belinda. You know, you go to an estate sale,
yeah,
and gosh darn, the whole dang kitchen or dining room is full of all these salt and pepper. It's like, holy cow!
look at this one though. You got to check this one out.
Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that hilarious?
The salt and pepper shaker. There we go.
That's cute.
Isn't that adorable?
I love that. Yeah, that's cute.
So that's the
There
that's
are some really strange ones out there for sure. Now you're going to start getting all kinds of salt and pepper shakers from people.
No, it's too expensive to mail them, but that's the Pilgrim. So that's my collection, the Pilgrims and cat.
Awesome.
Cat Egyptian.
CA is the artist. I don't think
There's an artist in
CA.
New Orleans. Her name is Jody Flowers, and she does leg salt and pepper shakers. Like shake a leg. They are so cute. So cute.
It's at Public Supermarket 2001 is the date on these. Well,
Right after the pandemic.
2001, not 2000.
Oh, 2001. Yeah. Well, sorry, it was the other one. The other pandemic. 2001. Holy cow. They're antique-y.
Thanks,
We
Ann.
still have you, Maya. You with us?
Oh yeah, I'm looking for. I keep losing everything, so
Oh, welcome to my world. We're bad for putting things in safe places in this house. Okay, Ann.
So you don't lose them?
They would like to see what you're painting, Ann. I'm making you big.
All right.
Hi, lovely. Nice to see you.
Hi, lovely.
I don't think Maya's getting a chance to talk because we're all of us are yackers.
I have to concentrate to keep my mouth shut. Sorry, guys. I really do try.
I don't believe that.
no, for me to respond to people, it takes a while for my brain to kind of translate. So
Right.
then you are moved on to something else.
But then you can just still say it.
Oh, definitely. Yep.
My grandson's girlfriend is Russian. So when you ask her a question, you can see her processing it into Russian and then into English and then figuring out the reply. Like you can just see her mind clicking that way. So totally understandable if English isn't your first language.
So I'm doing abstract, I guess. Coloring.
What is that called? The squares we did a couple years ago. It was real popular.
Grid journaling.
Grid journal. That's right.
This is called bold blocks.
Mold blocks.
And
Okay.
it's out of the abstract watercolor book, which
Oh,
I love.
nice.
It's a great book. Don't want to be an enabler, but man, if you're going to buy a watercolor book, phew,
No.
No. Don't even say the name of it. We don't want to know.
because it's all abstract.
Mm.
Look at this. Is this not luscious?
Oh, look, she is enabler.
Yes, here we go.
The
I got
beginner's
books for
guide
Christmas.
Okay,
I haven't used
abstract
it.
watercolor.
imaginative painting.
Nice.
And it's got, oh my gosh, it's got gorgeous stuff in here to do. And how to.
Even it looks like step by step too. Oh
Okay,
man.
step by step. It's for a beginner. That's me. Basic marks. It's really good. I love it.
Oh, you're doing it, Anne. Hey, Barbara, nice to see you. Hey,
Barbara.
Barbara, nice to see you too.
This is
Welcome,
such a
welcome.
technical book. Anyway, that's what I'm doing.
Now you've done it, Ann. Now we're all on thrift books and eBay and
This was recommended by that watercolorist that I follow all the time, Diane Antone Studios.
Found it.
Best got it ordered. We'll see that next week on her stream next Tuesday.
And she's British, but she lives in Normandy.
Beth, can you post that in your group? So that, because the last time somebody found something, they didn't post it anywhere, and I couldn't get it out of the chat for some reason.
Walmart has it for $19.58.
I have a Walmart account.
Oh, that's not bad.
Walmart.com.
I think I
Go there all the
rented
time.
that on Amazon. I don't remember what I paid for it.
And they are very, sometimes you can get it cheaper from one or the other between
Yeah.
Amazon and Walmart.
Did you check thrift books? What's it called?
Yep. Thrift Book has it for $19.80. Abe's got it for $18.12, and these are used.
Yeah, but
And I've got Abrius for $16.
Ooh. Plus shipping though, right?
Yeah, what's the shipping on? Is it free
A
shipping?
lot of them are free shipping because they ship in a book rate.
Yes.
And the book rate is so much cheaper than the package rate. A lot of times it's if you're a frequent buyer, you might have free shipping. I don't mind paying $3 or $4, but I try to
it'd
get
be a
free.
lot more here to hear.
I try to get free.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I have free shipping on thrift books. I bought and stuff.
You spend X amount of dollars. But anyway, this is I use different colors, and I'm not real good with colors, but I don't care. I like it. I'm gonna
There's
go.
also a very good video on somebody is reviewing the book. So you could, if you want to see inside the book, you can watch that video.
I think that's Diane.
It might be. It's WW Designs.
Oh no, she's DAS Studios, DAS Studios. So that's not.
Okay.
It must be somebody
But-
else.
But that's even better if you want to see inside the book. That's one thing about buying books. You can't see inside.
Say hi, Ron.
Yeah.
Hi, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Hi.
Thanks, love. You just topped up my coffee for
Hi,
me.
everybody.
I got the new Daphne's came, and I have my new collage magazine that came.
Darn
Nice.
Daphne. Smokes.
Yeah, I looked at that. That's an expensive one, that Daphne Diary. 'Cause
I
it's $24.
don't like it. I'm not going to renew it. It's just too frou-frou for me.
Yeah, I bought one and it was like $20 just to buy the one. And I was really not as impressed with it as I thought I would be.
No, it's just not me. I'm not that frilly-ish. I'm not a frilly person.
I think that's my thing too, because I look at those junk journals that are full of lace and all the all the neutral colors and everything, and
Yeah, I can't.
I can appreciate it, but my word,
Yeah, but it's just not who I am.
I
went through a
tried to
little
make
bit of
one
lace.
once and it was me, and it didn't. I was like, "What the heck is this? What did I do?"
yeah.
I don't mind doing a little bit of lace sometimes in a journal, but Like not every page.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'll put it on an edge of a page,
Yeah, every once in a
Yeah.
while. Like,
but nothing, not too
but yeah, I
flaky.
don't do the whole.
Now,
Every
that's
single
interesting.
page.
Nina Rabina took the Daphne's Diary magazine, one of them, and then cut it up and made a journal out of it. So and I did that, and that was a lot of fun. And I can see doing that with like cutting up Somerset Studio journals.
You can do that with any book.
Well, I know. But with the Daphne's Diary, she went and picked out fancy cut some pictures, and it's true. Well, of course, you can do it with any book, but it was just a very interesting concept.
That's, I think, why I bought it. But then when I got it and it spent so much, I was like, well, I can't cut this thing up.
Right. Yeah. And I have a whole bunch of them. I've got 2 editions that I haven't even looked at. So I'm not renewing that. I don't think I'm going to renew Somerset Studio either. Beth's got that. You got the book right there.
I'm watching the video of the flip through.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you have the book already.
Look, you don't even need to buy the book. You can just go to that and flip through it.
I can flip through it too.
And if I buy
do a
it,
video
it'll be
of
because it's
each
blue.
page so we can see the step by step.
Look, I'm already doing
They want to see Dana big. We're making Dana big. There we go. Dana's big.
Dana's big.
Tammy's saying, yeah, she
Hi, Tammy.
found 2 in thrift.
Tammy?
You love them, but can't justify paying full price for magazines.
Yeah, I agree, Tammy. All mine are like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I saw my first art journaling magazine was at my local library many years ago. And I said, how as much as this? They said, no, it's free. I'm like, oh, free? It was so. Yeah. I love CC Creations, Watercolor Doodles. They are just awesome. I'm a Patreon of hers.
I don't think I've ever been a Patreon for anybody either.
No.
I'm cheap.
Not that
I'm going to start Patreon and you can be my number 1, Dana.
I think
It's going to be $1.
I support several groups. So.
our dollar is just so garbage compared to the U.S. dollar right now.
We're catching up with you. We're catching up with you.
No, ours is at
This
an
year we
all-time
doubled.
low. It's brutal.
We doubled this year probably what we spend on groceries. So,
Yeah.
Because I do most of my grocery shopping online, I really didn't realize until this recently. I went and I was like, no wonder everyone's complaining about pricing. It just didn't hit me,
Yeah,
because
$9 for
it wasn't there in my face, I guess, the prices, because online it's a little bit different, but holy cow.
$9 for a thing of eggs is just absolutely ridiculous.
For a dozen eggs?
Yeah.
What kind of eggs are you buying? I'm buying Florida free range eggs for $4.75 a dozen.
Well, now
that's how much ours are local, like our neighbor that sells them out of his house. That's how much
I'm buying these out of Publix, and they're $4.75 a dozen. So I don't know.
Which is still ridiculous for eggs.
Yeah, for a while though, it had gotten even higher,
Wow.
And my husband went to the store and he goes, "Oh my God."
I don't know. You still buy? I'm $9 a dozen eggs. It
was, it was. I mean, it wasn't just
about
super
now.
recent.
I'm talking about like this week. I've been buying those eggs.
Not this week. This was like maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And the guy, tells us he had to up his prices because the chicken feed cost him so much.
Right.
That was the reason, because he used to give like a couple dozen away each month or each week. Like if he had extras, he would give those away to people in need in the neighborhood. And he said he's had to stop because he needs the money to buy feed. He doesn't make anything off of his chicken. He doesn't make anything off the eggs.
Co-op.
It's crazy to be charging $5 a dozen and you're not making anything.
People co-op and they're free range chicken on free range, and it's a co-op of chicken farmers here in Florida, and they sell at Publix, which is a big chain of grocery stores here in Florida, and they're $4.75 a dozen. And they come in their brown eggs, and they come in a nice cardboard carton thing, not that styrofoam.
We must have something like that too, because our HEB carries it's Texas eggs. They our HEB, they try their best to get their contracts through local people first.
Yeah, no.
Unless it's something you can't get locally.
Well,
Oranges, really.
Well,
not a lot
like
of orange
we
growth
can
around.
get a case of eggs, which is 30 dozen, and it's about $25.
oh,
But
wow.
who needs like that many eggs?
I
Yeah,
haven't bought eggs.
Unless you
and-
go in with a group of people and you divide it among you.
Well,
Then-
yeah, that's what we usually do. My daughter and
You have a
Years
lot
we
of
don't
people
eat
down
eggs.
here with backyard chickens too.
Mhm.
We just don't eat eggs.
And you don't have to have a rooster if you're not going to hatch them.
that's
You
right.
don't need the noise. You don't have to have the noise.
We're not allowed to have roosters.
We can't have chickens here, and we're rural.
We can't have chickens.
What? Why?
Dana,
we're
you
in-
live in too nice of a
We're in
location.
town. Yeah, we're in town.
Did they live
Can't you
in?
mow?
We live in the country. Dana city folk.
That's not bad, Belinda.
I didn't used to be.
Yeah, Tammy, it really is hard to get magazines here. Exactly.
The
I'm
cutest
in
bird.
Manitoba, and basically, you can get a few at the grocery store, but they're not the fancy dancy ones. And I get them now at the thrift stores for sure
Okay. All right.
for magazines. Belinda just got 18 extra large white eggs at Walmart for $3.56.
Whoa.
Not a bad price at all.
No. Jeez.
I just don't eat eggs and I don't bake. So it's been years since I bought any eggs.
Well, I have two scrambled eggs every morning for breakfast.
That's my grandpa. And your cholesterol's probably perfect, isn't it?
Yes, it's very low.
Yep. Isn't that crazy? But no, they tell us. I don't believe that crap. My grandpa's done the exact same thing, Anne.
I think some people are prone to high cholesterol and some people aren't. Because my girlfriend, my best friend, her cholesterol is so high that it's beyond high. I mean, and that's just her makeup. She's got high cholesterol.
Well, and you can see a really skinny person that has a fatty liver too. I mean,
Right. Or a skinny person can be diabetic.
yeah,
It's
like
just, what?
But instead, what they do is they throw us on medication or they throw us on these up and down diets. And what is it doing to us? I think it makes us even sicker.
Well,
Instead, just letting our bodies be the body that it needs to be. I think our bodies would do so much better fighting for themselves than all this medicine that they throw in our bodies.
well, you don't have
That's
to
just
take
my
it.
opinion. But
You don't have to take it.
Becca,
Yep.
you're big.
I'm
And
big.
You're fuzzy.
I'm fuzzy.
You're fuzzy.
Am I still
There you
fuzzy?
Yeah.
I'm looking good on my screen. Am I fuzzy to everybody?
No, you're focused for me.
Okay,
Oh, how
because
come you're fuzzy to me? Weird.
Yeah, you're first to me too.
really, I'm clear as can be. I don't know what I could
There we
do.
go. There we go.
Is that better? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Focus, you freak.
I don't know. I just seen this fish in there, so I outlined it. A fish, birdfish, maybe? I don't know. I made some blobs and then turned them into flowers. Started with these 3 blobs. There's some flowers.
A little fishy.
Blobs and then turned them into things.
I like doing that. That's
I
how I
don't-
do my monsters.
Yeah, right. I was trying for birds, but then I realized, wait, they're not all birds. There's some things.
That's like a Carla Steinheim exercise when you do the blobs and then you look for something in the blob.
I love that. That's one of my favorite things with watercolors is
Yeah.
Well,
Is
we
water-
did that with acrylic. Jean and I. We did the
Oh,
blind blob painting and then turned them into monsters.
Oh, okay. I never would think of doing that with acrylics. I guess if you water down acrylics enough, they're almost watercolory, right?
Yeah. Well, we just kind of scribbled because I had a plate over my brush, like the handle was through, and then I knew where the paper was and just scribbled and turned it into my monsters.
Oh, that's cool. Very fun.
You're in a small community, Tammy? Yeah, me too. Can't buy a magazine anywhere, and the thrift hardly gets them there either. So weird. Even the people that used to hoard boxes full have tossed them. Clearly not crafty. Wow.
That's got to be frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, in Somerset Studio, they have a sale about twice a year, and they sell back issues for as cheap as $1.99. And the stuff that's in those Somerset Studios, that's timeless. This stuff doesn't really have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
actually went crazy one year buying so many, and then I had too many.
Right. But for $1.99, $2.99. But you can all of a sudden have a whole bunch, and then it's not so cheap when you buy,
That's what I did.
Easy to get carried away. Yes.
I have a carry away issue.
No. I find that hard to believe. I just can't imagine you getting carried away.
The hummingbird. Anybody else see this hummingbird?
No.
Some sort of bird, but it's here.
Oh, we're doing the Rorschach watercolor test now?
Mm-hmm. It's like a...
That's a nice brown.
There we come. Two eyes right there.
Oh, that's awesome stuff.
There's my Hummer.
All right.
Oh, hey, I kind of see it now. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Go.
What's Beth up to? What you up to, Beth?
I'm doodling.
Ooh, look at those doodles. Pretty.
They're very pretty doodles.
Just something different.
I have a watercolor here that looks like it's never ever been used, so I put some water on it to see what color it is, and it's black. No wonder I haven't used it.
That's fun, Beth. Lots and lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maya. Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I love that. It's very Japanesey.
Yeah, because Brad, who I used to stream with, he said he wanted to try like sumi.
Yes.
Something
yes.
like yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, so I went and looked, and so I kind of that was yesterday. So this is kind of
that reminds me of the Japanese style.
and this is so it's just some I just looking at something on like Google, whatever, and just to try. I have never
beautiful shading. Yeah.
So,
now, you're using the Sumi ink on a paintbrush.
Yeah, it's just like ink.
India ink. I think the Sumi ink might be a little sicker than the India ink, but I'm not sure.
I have no idea. He was talking about something like an ink block, ink something, ink
block?
ink,
like block ink.
That's the Chinese calligraphy. It's a block of ink that you just kind of add water.
Right.
Yeah, right. Because I couldn't quite understand but I'm just I don't
You're just
need to buy anymore ink.
there you go.
I kind of
I know that feeling,
Yes.
but we do anyway,
I'm
don't we?
I'm actually kind of scared to try new things because it just end up with, if I like it, I'm scared to like new things. So I go all in.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about it. I just went all in for whittling. Oh my God. The trouble I've gotten into with knives and wood and different woods and different knives, and I just have to stop.
If I had enough space and I would love to have a woodwork, be able to work with.
I made the mistake of not really doing a lot of research, which cost me a lot of money before I finally, anyway, it's done.
See, Anne, I wish I could send you stuff for cheap postage because I've got all my old carving magazines and stuff like the Chip Chats and the waterfowl carving, and I'm just going to be chopping them up because
I just subscribed to a wood carving magazine, and the guy that I follow, or I discovered, Linker, he's up in Canada, and he's got a lot of tutorials on doing small, little carving things, inch by 3 inch.
Yeah.
And I finally got some wood that he recommended, Beavercraft, and it's actually imported from the Ukraine.
Oh.
And it's basswood.
Oh, we've got basswood here.
Yeah, well, that's what he uses predominantly. He uses basswood.
Yeah.
I have one of the kit that I bought, Janet, came with a blank spoon that can be carved into a spoon.
Oh, like a love spoon? Are you doing like a love spoon with the links?
Janet said she's always fancied carving a spoon. So I have that carving, the tool that scoops out for the inside of the spoon. I'm just trying. I did a mushroom. This is my to date. I've got a little wooden mushroom that I've done. I just have to paint it now. And that's out of a piece, the rear end of what he calls a comfort bird, a little tiny bird that you can hold in your hand. Let's see, here's my little comfort bird.
I carved a whale, like in the kind that are in the ocean.
Yeah, well, there's my comfort.
When I was in high school, we had to take shop class.
These are my dad's.
Yeah,
there's still his blanks, like he's.
Oh, gosh, look at this. Yeah, a long way from that. Yeah, one of these days. Yeah.
And I don't want to finish them because they're dad's, right?
Right. But I can do that.
Did you guys see any of Carbone's husband's work that he did, his carvings?
Oh my God! Yes.
And she would paint them. Holy smokes!
Yeah. And then they had the ugly woman. That was so funny. He carved a woman, the ugly woman.
Yeah, the group that we belong to did a whole series of carving love spoons. So we would carve the links to the chains and all the linked hearts and everything. I have no idea where mine went. But they were beautiful.
Well, I'm gonna keep on trying. Do the best. It's just hard. I mean, having arthritis, and it really is a workout on your hands.
Yeah, that's why I had to stop, because it was just too hard on my hands.
And there's basswood, but then there's basswood, and I found out that there's a difference. And I bought a big, like 24 pieces of basswood off Amazon, no brand. And then I got this basswood from Beavercraft from the Ukraine. Even though they're both basswood, the wood from the Ukraine, that basswood is much softer, much easier to carve.
Yeah.
Amazingly easier. And I now have a strop, and I know how to strop my knives.
Nice. Yeah, I still have all that stuff too.
It's fun. I just like learning new stuff, and as
Yeah.
long as I can do it and afford it, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Can't
Most
take
of
it.
my knives and stuff my kids have taken. Both my daughters now carve.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is very cool.
Yeah.
I can remember carving ivory soap in school.
Yeah.
That was always fun to do. Do you remember that? That was always a thing we did in art.
No, my dad carved those pieces. Yeah, they're my dad's.
They're beautiful.
I've got quite a few of his pieces. Why won't I finish them? Because I don't want to ruin them, Jen.
She wants to keep them like they were his.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, once my kids get their hands on them, if they want to finish them, that would be fine. But it's not something I'm prepared to do. My hands aren't up to
Yeah, it's a workout.
fine detail work anymore. Yeah.
Oh, and see, and the one kit I bought came with the wood, and it came with the knives, and it came with the gloves. And again, I didn't spend enough money, and you get what you pay for. So I've gone out now and bought better wood, better knives, and better gloves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I started carving, my dad took me to the carving club he belonged to. So I was the only female amongst all these retired old men. So they taught me how to sharpen.
Yeah.
Some of them made their own knives, so I got handmade knives.
Oh, that is so
And
awesome.
It was fantastic, but it's not not there anymore.
Not at this moment in time. But that's unbelievable. What an experience. Did you feel awkward, or you weren't even aware that you were the only girl there? And
No. My dad never raised me to think that I could, that
there's things you couldn't do because you were a
right,
female.
right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he always said you can do anything a boy can, if not better. So I never really had an issue with being around these elderly gentlemen.
That's
But it was just very fortunate that the eyes go in the middle of the head.
Right.
This is how you carve the eyes.
Right. And here's the back. Yeah. Here's this knife. Here's this cut, and here's that cut. And stop.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
It really
What a
was.
wonderful, experience.
Well, I mean, they used to compete, right? Like a lot of them with their waterfowl, like their decoys and things.
Ooh,
They would
your
compete.
hurricane tracker. Oh boy, what are you tracking there? What hurricane are you tracking? There's some crap going on.
We got some stuff out there.
You got stuff
Yeah,
out
we
there
got
again, guys? Oh my.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah,
That's
it's been
the-
brewing. Oh boy. It looks like it's headed.
Where is it saying it's headed?
It looked like both systems look like it's going towards the Gulf, just like the Gulf
Oh, that's
needs.
not good.
And we've got Patty. That is named. It's a low. Now let's see where Patty is. She's in the Atlantic. Oh no, Patty. Patty's headed towards Portugal, so we don't have to worry about Patty. So Patty's going to Portugal, but she's technically in the Atlantic. Yeah, we have these two, a yellow blob and a red blob. And 60% chance of forming, and the yellow one is 40% chance of forming. And the yellow one is over the Lesser Antilles, which would be the Virgin Islands and those islands. Oh boy.
Well, I have to go, ladies and gents. I will catch you guys later.
Well,
Thank you
thanks for
having
coming
me
and
on,
playing.
Pam.
I always love it when you guys come and play.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself.
If I make you big, do you have 2 minutes to show what you did today?
Oh, I can just, they're all sitting right here. What I did.
Yes.
I'll probably cut something out of these. I'll use my either hand punch or my die cut machine and something, and maybe cut these out and I'll cut these out and put them in they can be in my flower garden here. But yeah, and these will probably go on something and in my art journal. Yeah,
Very colorful.
I cut them out. So yeah, that's what I did today. It was
Very
fun.
whimsical. Very
Thanks
whimsical.
very much for coming, Becca. They're
Well,
fun.
thank you for having me. Well, do we know what we're doing next week?
They said something. What did they say? What did we say next week, Beth? You would remember
the light box thing.
the light box thing.
She's gonna
Yeah.
show us how to do some things.
Dana and I are both like, huh? Yeah, I don't have one of those either.
I don't either.
But that's
Okay,
okay.
what it
I'm
is
not
is
bad
it's
at
a
learning.
I got
have-
a window.
Yeah, Windows work.
Oh yeah, that's true, right? It might take a glass, so I could take this off and I could.
Well, thank you guys. Thanks everybody in
Thanks,
chat.
Becca.
I had
Take
fun.
care. Have a great
Bye.
week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Is a light box one of those things that you use to trace with?
Yeah, you can use it for that.
Okay, I have one of those.
All right.
I'm thinking-
Miriam said that she was going to teach us how to use it properly.
Oh, okay. If you have a
Is
glass top table, put a lamp under it. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a proper way to use them?
I don't know.
I just plug mine in and turn it on.
Huh.
Me too. Actually, what I've used mine mostly for is drawing lines on pieces of paper, right?
Oh,
I like drawing my own lines.
Pages, but I think this is what a light box. Is this it? Is this what a light box is?
Mine's totally different because my husband made it for me. But yeah, it's basically a light. So if you plug it in, it shines the light from underneath.
Got
Yeah.
a USB, yeah, and then it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and I added this. Okay.
Oh,
He
that's
does.
good. You shouldn't drop your light box. No, you
No.
probably shouldn't.
It's a good thing it's light. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know where the rest of it is, though. Oh, I see it. Okay. Well, what time is it? 2:30. Okay. Ooh,
Oh, Dana, those are stunning. I'm making Dana big.
Dana Big.
Dana
Dana.
big.
Whoa.
Look at those.
Oh, wow, Dana. Very cool.
Those are fabulous.
Fab.
The sun's coming in here.
Oh, wow. How fun are those? Wow.
Those are incredible.
So whenever I go to hotels with my husband, if he goes to work or something and I don't, I don't have anything to do, I take my book and I just take a bunch of dictionary pages and draw.
Well, you
And then,
get Gideon's Bible from the hotel. Do they still put Gideon's Bible in hotels? I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah,
A couple that we've been at lately had.
yeah.
I
And
steal
so-
their phone book, their yellow pages. I rip out their yellow pages.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it works.
Yeah.
And like some of my paints are more opaque than others, so
Mhm.
I'll have to freshen up some of my lines, but
It's very
okay.
cool.
I love those. Oh,
Thanks. Yeah, it's just like something to do whenever I am there, and I don't want to take a bunch of crap with me.
Right. Yeah. That can be troublesome.
Yeah. So like I'll take a watercolor palette sometimes, and just my book and these pages, and go to town.
Yeah, I've got little tiny watercolor sets. I think we talked about that the last time, and one that I made out of a tin.
Well, I had all those Jane Davenport ones, and I had like 3 or 4.
Oh,
watercolor
wow.
So I put them all in here.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, great.
So that's what I do.
This is a little set I bought it, and it's called Field Artist, but it's kind of a nice little set. It's very little. It's got quite a lot of colors.
Oh,
And I
well,
did-
we can't see Ann. Hang on. There, you're big.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's how the Jane Davenport ones were.
Right. And then
Like-
it comes with little brushes that I've covered with,
Yeah.
to keep them kind of. That's a little.
Yeah.
Got quite a few colors in it when you think about it. Anyway, I have even a set that I made myself. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Out of the Altoid tin. I think this is it. Let me show you.
Well, that's a good use for an Altoid tin.
Yeah.
Those just water bottle lids or something?
Yeah, I just this was tubed watercolor that I stuck in here and let it dry. And this is actually the caps to a little, and I have a little magnet on the bottom, so it kind of
Oh,
stays.
what a great idea.
So they don't. Let's see, what do I have here? I have I guess this is a swash of what's in there. Not so slow, I guess.
That's wonderful.
But that's not the best one I made. The other one I made is even better than that one. If I can find it. Nope. I don't know what I did with it. Let me just. I don't know. It's gone. It disappeared. Oh,
That's when we were talking about our travel kits that we made, right?
yeah. Did I show these here when we did that? Yeah. And that's the one I made. Oh man, that's buried back there. I'm getting that one. No, that's not it either. Oh, there it is. Gosh. Okay. And this is just a generic tins that you can buy at Amazon, but this is the one I like the best because I even have a little pencil.
Nice.
And I don't know what the match in a little cloth. And then I made a little thing with a credit card to kind of put on top of the paints.
Oh, wonderful.
But the same thing, like, watercolor left to dry out. And these are you can buy the blank pans. And these have, again, little magnets on the bottom of them.
I love the idea of the magnets.
And then I do have a small travel water brush that you fill with water, but I am using it elsewhere. But that also will fit in here, believe it or not. And that's it. Talk about little. But I've seen people make them out of little round, like little tiny round tins. But this is,
I love travel sets.
Yeah.
All tiny, cute ones.
They're fun to put
You
together.
made them too, Maya? Do you have one handy to show us?
Yeah.
I'll have to show you something in a minute too.
Okay.
That one of my
I've got
friends
Maya
made.
big. Look at that pretty mountain scene. I love it.
Let me see if I can zoom out. This is kind of the travel.
Is it like a shaving kit that looks about the size of a shaving kit, guys? Maybe makeup something.
Kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
But it's
Pencil case.
Oh,
So
wow.
here I have my travel brushes.
Wow.
Oh, yes, the ones that, yes, those are really nice.
And pencils and some
Wow.
yeah.
They have through, right? And then you have a full-size brush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Oh, look at it.
I made kind of just a little bit.
Oh,
from
that
a
is
credit
little.
card,
Wow.
but I have a kind like a small set like that stands there in my purse.
Okay.
This is kind of the big set, but the one I have downstairs, I have
Oh,
this,
look at that.
oh, wow.
and the pants are loose, so I can take them out. But now they are stuck, but they are loose. So
Is that
So
one
it's-
molded plastic with all of the little pans, or are they individual pans, or one
no,
big?
this one is individual.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and this is kind of there's the pants are a bit bigger or deeper maybe.
Oh, wow.
Those are wonderful.
So I really love so
That's
I
amazing.
kind of have this
It's like, how small can you go?
Yeah.
right. So when I'm at
Those are really neat.
They are.
so to paint, I like to have my hands free. So I use this thing I just made from cardboard.
Oh, oh, that is brilliant. Oh, wow.
Let me
Is.
see.
You stick it in the binding. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then you
like this and like this, and
have a little table.
and I attach this with
That's an interesting clip.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've never seen it like that.
yeah, or just whatever kind
Yeah.
of clip.
Binder
Yeah.
clip.
So,
Yeah.
so and then this thing is secured, so this is stuck,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
have this thing with magnets on,
Oh, I've seen that. Oh, wow.
and I can
You are ready.
do this.
You are ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Bring
This
it
can-
on. Wow. Look
This-
at that.
That's
Stuck
awesome.
there,
And you're
and I have
collecting
this
for
one.
water, for your water.
Yeah, I put water, and I have like the brush of the and I can have some paper or whatever, and
Look
And
at
I
that.
Isn't
can
that
paint.
fabulous, guys?
Oh my
Wow.
That is so fun.
this is and I have gone through like different kinds of this is kind of the setup I like the most because I can
That is so cool.
I can sit and hold everything.
Yeah, with
That's
one hand
lovely.
and paint with the other. What a great design. Very cool.
That is a great design.
And so
Instead-
this is the wrong. I have another one. So this is kind of stuff. This is kind of this. I have another one that's I have made it a double cardboard thing here.
Oh, thicker, so that sticks on a little bit more secure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
That is
Wow.
awesome.
So with that, so it's even better with like the tiny one because then it's just
Oh, that's metal, and it fits on that metal clip. You can
yeah,
just Ah, and then you can do some mixing in the lid.
yeah.
Wow.
That is amazing, Maya.
I love it. I love it.
Right.
Me too.
Yeah. I think this is brilliant.
That takes the travel kit
it's
to a whole new level.
it's not my design. I'm not going to. I saw something like this online, and
And you
kind
made
of
your own,
just-
though. That's okay.
I was kind of I love this one. So I yes. So and
And you
ready.
can just go.
You can,
That's great.
Kim, I'm going to leave and go back into the chat.
Okay, can I just make you big for a minute?
Yeah.
Show what you have done.
Finished. Yep.
Thank you, Maya. That's incredible.
Thank you for sharing. That's really cool.
So my birds were my warm-ups. They were my warm-ups.
They're so fun.
Did a
They're
bunch of
so
those,
fun.
and I can cut them out or send them in Happy Mail or whatever I want to do. Everybody likes a bird.
Yep.
And then
You all know I love birds.
I switched over to this water book, and I did the trees, and I made some birds with ink and pen and a blob.
There you go.
And that's what somebody else was doing earlier. They did a
you're a little
blob. And then
fuzzy. Hang on. You were fuzzy.
Oh, she's good. Okay.
you put a blob of paint down and let it dry, and then I used just an ink pen.
Okay. He's cute.
And you can continue to draw. And then I did the sunflowers, my favorite. And it was an accident. It was had no plans. I just saw a picture on the internet, and I kind of went with it my style. And
Nice. Very
then
nice.
I did some doodle blobs,
Yeah. All righty.
and that was just something I saw on.
Okay, Beth, I have a question. For those, do you then cut them out and use them in collage work?
You can, yes, you can.
Okay.
Yep, I'll probably leave them in here for a little while.
Yeah.
And I got this really nice book, but they were so easy to make. Is the point. And a lot of times, if I have a picture to go by, I can recreate it much easier than trying to remember.
Right. Yeah.
I have to have something. And then this was just, I made it at. I was going to do 4 flowers, but I only found one of my flowers, so I ended up doing ladies. And I just watercolored it, divided
those stamps?
Yes, they are stamps.
Lady stamps. Oh, nice.
They're
Nice.
very cool.
Wow.
And they came from Globeland, made in China.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know where I got them at. They silicone clear stamps. Somebody might have given them to me. I don't remember. I might have bought them. I probably bought them off of Amazon.
Those are cool, though.
But I was just goofing off, with my stamps, and I've decided I'm going to have to get me some new ink pads. These ink pads are probably over 10 years old, and they're not re-inking like they should. The pad is starting to disintegrate.
Oh, yep. Time to say bye.
They're getting gooey. So yeah, and I hate to do it because I know these are expensive, but look how long they lasted me.
Yeah.
10 years. So.
I mean, did you try giving them a spritz of water to see if you can't get a second?
Yeah, I did. I have, and it's the sponge. It's a
Oh,
type of
sponge
sponge.
disintegrating. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I threw my brown one away. It was so bad, and it's starting to shit.
Oh yeah, it's
cracking. It's cracking.
Yeah.
So it's not worth the mess, even though there's probably a lot of ink in there, and I might be able to do some kind of a sloppy project to use the rest of that ink. That might be a good, fun thing to do someday, and see how much paper I can color with the rest of the ink on that pad.
Yeah.
Soak it in a pan of water and then dip my paper in and do like coffee dried paper. That would be good.
Yeah, like the
So I might do that.
dragon, slapping dragon, or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Slap, or
So, but that's all that I did today. But
you got a lot done.
You got a lot done. That's awesome.
I did. Thank you, Kim, for having me, and I'll see you later in the chat.
Thanks for coming. Always appreciate it when you come and play. Take care, Beth. Bye, hon.
Bye, Beth.
Yeah. I think I'm done. Oops. Wait.
So let me show you this thing that my friend made for me.
Okay, let's see ya.
This is my marker holder.
Marker holder.
Yeah, so you unzip it like that.
Okay.
And then there's 2 tabs over here.
Yeah.
Here and here. And you pull it down.
Oh, that is so cool.
Wow.
I have something similar to that, but not
Yeah.
So,
handmade. That is
So I can see all my markers.
Is
and
it
it sets up.
okay? So the bottom part is plastic. Is it fabric as well?
Fabric.
Like fabric?
It's all fabric. It's all fabric.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay,
She made it for me.
that's
And
very
I
cool.
guess that there's tutorials online for it. But yeah, it's super easy. And it holds quite a bit of markers.
That's very cool. That would be a really good way to hold all kinds of things.
I like it. So
Very cool.
that's what I've been.
Yeah. Look at those fish. See? Fish and jellyfish. Awesome.
Oh yeah, fish and jellyfish. I try to find different stuff to do. I'm not as good at embellishing as Kim though.
Yeah, I'm not a good embellisher.
I don't embellish well. Jean's the one that embellishes incredibly.
You're pretty darn good at it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I have to agree.
I don't know.
You're really good at like what to put on, like different eyes, different mouths, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, like my Goonie birds and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Yeah.
My brain don't hold all that information, I guess. So.
Well, thank you guys.
I'm stuck with what. Whoops. I'm stuck with what I got.
Yeah.
Whereas, see, I find your work so incredibly detailed compared to mine. I think that's why I love playing with you guys, because we all have such individual styles, right? That
yeah, that's true.
So Dana, did you draw those or did you stamp those?
I drew them.
Oh,
yeah.
See, I can't draw.
I can draw if I have something to look at, and it won't be exactly like what I'm looking at, but
right. Okay, I can do that too. Yeah.
It's like my jumping off point, I guess. Like
yeah.
Gotta have something to get me started, I guess. It's not.
If you told me that those were stamps, I would have totally believed you. And I would.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff that I've drew in my magazine, in my little books here. And like I drew these. Here's a little cow and a chicken.
They're fun.
This is a
girl. Oh, I love
that
one. She's gorgeous. Oh, so she.
This one's ugly. Like she's got like the devil face or something. I don't know.
She's a warrior woman. I love her.
And then this girl. Like I was on a kick trying to draw girls and faces and stuff because look at her face. It's not so good.
I go through that too. I don't always have perfect faces for sure. Those are fun.
So, and then
pigs in boots. I like pigs in boots.
Yeah.
Do you draw them with pencil first, or do you just like kind of?
No, I just do them. Yeah. If I mess up, I just scribble it out. Oh my. But yeah, I like to do.
Oh, did you do that one into a stencil? Go back one.
No,
Can you turn that one into a stencil? No.
I don't know.
Because I think those flowers would be like that one, the very top flowers with the 3 petals. Yeah. The petals, leaves, that would be an incredible stencil.
Yes, it would.
I haven't tried that.
And that wouldn't be that hard. You just, carve it out on a piece of Yupo paper.
Dana does incredible stencils.
I make my stencils out of Yupo paper.
I just use
I messed up this. Here's a little fox, but he's kind of wonky. I didn't get his proportions good.
I like wonky. I know. Look at all her drawings. She's incredible. Like, wow.
They're so even and so symmetrical and so just perfect.
That's what
It's
Becca was
yeah,
talking about. I'm
insane.
like a freak about stuff like that. Like I can't let go and just like, whip it down. It's got to be like my lines have to be even and everything, or else like this drives me crazy right there. So
yeah. But
yeah,
if you were fussy cutting him out, you would cut that off.
oh
See,
yeah,
an outer line, if it was thick like that, then I would just cut it halfway through or whatever.
here's the ones I've colored so far.
Those are so fun.
Oh
I love that one.
yeah,
Yeah, it's so colorful. And it is amazing.
Oh, look at the dragonflies and the butterflies. Love it. Love it. See,
so,
I don't fussy cut. I wobble cut my dragonflies, right? I can't draw a dragonfly for love nor money.
I don't know. I just like to draw, and so I'll go on Pinterest and look at something, and I'll just try to start drawing, and then I'll add like whatever doodles I want to it, to get it more like I want it, and then I'm done. So
Maybe that's how I should do it. I know that I got that book that Anne suggested, How to Draw Darn Near Everything.
yeah,
And,
I use it all the time
you know,
because it's step by step, and you can. I must refer to that. I refer to that a lot. That little book.
hmm one day.
Just get a little
That's
sketchbook
a
and
little
start
hard,
with
but
Oh, he's pretty.
Oh
He's
yeah,
pretty.
he's very cool.
So, do you draw things specifically for your ATCs, Dana? Like, do you draw them smaller, or say that fish? If you wanted him on your ATC, would you put him through a copier and reduce it?
no, I just draw. I redraw.
Okay.
I draw stuff like small and big so that I can put some of it in my journal or some of it on my ATCs. Let me see. I don't know. I've got some. Where's my ATC box? I have some ATCs that I've already done. Let's see if I have them so I can get them. I don't know how many that I have that I've actually drawn. Here's one that I drew.
Okay.
Oh wow,
I love it.
love the mushroom. Yeah.
See these. I just have them all mixed up here, but I think I've given out a lot of mine that I've drew. I've got them. I got to do some more. But
Yeah. See, I can do the wobble cut stuff so much easier than drawing that.
yeah,
I just don't. I don't know.
here's one I did.
I love that.
With her
Oh, he's cute.
and hearts. Oh, here's a crab.
Oh, I like that one too.
I have a crab that looks very similar to that, and that's interesting.
You don't have to get crazy with them. Here's a bird and mushroom.
hmm
And I'll draw like all this little stuff too. Like I'll draw all those and color them in, and
Right.
all the space that I have on my pages, I'll put hearts and I'll put, stuff like that
Reminds
for
me.
filling.
Thank you. I better make
See,
Yeah.
that's where I run into trouble is the backgrounds, right? That
Yeah. I use jelly prints a lot.
me too.
And then I have like some small stamps that I'll use. Like on this one, it's got the little dots, and then
Yeah.
this I think I just used a paintbrush on that. But yeah, I just use a lot of jelly prints. But I don't know. I think I do better with brighter colors whenever I'm
Right.
doing stuff, Like this one, I don't love this. It's die cuts, but I don't love this at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
It doesn't have the punch that you really
this
like.
one's okay, but it's still, I don't know. I don't love it. So I think I do better whenever I actually color my stuff or else draw it.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's where I run into a lot of troubles too. That, if it's non-colors or whatever, I have a hard time with it.
Yeah. And like die cuts are okay and they're, easy and everything, but they don't have a lot of character.
No. See, I did a whole bunch of die cutting and I threw it in the drawer, and I don't think to use it ever.
Well, it's because it's so one-dimensional too. It's flat, and you've got to,
Uh-huh.
you can't.
Yeah. Oh, so now you're doodling on that, and that's cool.
I'm trying to, yeah, and I'm using a fountain pen.
Now, coming from the scrapbooking world, here's what I do with my die cuts. A lot.
Oh yes,
Oh,
okay, yeah.
So those are fun.
Yeah. So like I can do this kind of stuff, not using die cuts that are like in the forefront, but
Right.
backgrounds. So I'll make a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Just I don't know.
Yeah, I have
And
a
I'm-
whole bunch of die cuts, but I don't even know what they're not of anything. You know what I mean? I can't.
I don't know. This is like a bag topper.
Well, that's
Oh
good.
yes, I can see.
So I don't know. I just do all kinds of little stuff. But
And it's little stuff, so it's finished fast, so it's
Mhm.
done, and it makes you happy, right? Like
Mhm.
the thing's
Well,
complete.
this stuff, is something easy to tuck into an envelope or whatever. So
Right.
I don't know. I just
See, I have a really hard time putting my stuff in envelopes to give away. I don't mind with digitals, but the originals, I have a really hard time sending original stuff out for
Really?
some reason. And it's not like I'm lacking original stuff, because
Right.
we all know that if I'm doing something, darn well I'm going to do 50 to 100 of the silly things, right?
Yeah.
Or monsters, I've got over 200. So
So,
it's really, I don't know. One day I'll learn to be able to just make stuff and send it.
well,
I do that.
Just make stuff with when you sit down to make it, you're going to sit down with the mindset, I'm making this to give away.
Well, that's the mindset that I have, and then I like them. I fall in love with them. Like when I was doing the pumpkins, I couldn't make just a couple of them,
Right.
so I ended up with all these. So
And those are so flipping cute.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to make 10 of these, and I'm going to give away one. Keep 9. How's that?
Yeah, I think the thing is because they're not all the same, so they all have characters. So
I mean,
I fall in love with the ready characters.
okay, whatever. There's no, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, okay, then don't give it away. Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from. I really don't.
Is it like you think I can never ever make this again?
So do
I
you?
don't know.
So why don't you sell your digitals like on Etsy?
Well, I
or-
do. I've got stuff on Etsy, but I have to when they're printed. they print too big for some, like I'm having trouble with that, right? Like I've
Right.
got a whole bunch of my floral cards on there and they print okay, but I don't know.
I was wondering how that all that stuff works because I haven't done digital stuff like that.
Yeah, see, I'm struggling that I can get it. It looks good and I can print it here and I like lose feet from the robots or hands for the robots or whatever. That too, Anne. Only want to give originals to people you're sure will appreciate it. Definitely.
Yeah, that's another point.
Yeah, Goldie. Yeah, I definitely do send out digitals.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it is like
You have-
If you can make digitals, you don't need to send out like the original, right?
no,
Right.
no, that's true. That's
yeah,
true.
it eliminates that stress.
Yeah. Like I've got floral cards, my masks, the robots, and some of those butterflies and flowers, like the doodled ones. Those are on my Etsy shop. But yeah. And I won't get the pumpkins and stuff up. They're scanned, but you know, cleaning up backgrounds and stuff takes a lot of time also.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't ever tried to do the whole digital thing. So that's what I would be worried about is trying to sell something and then it doesn't print right or me know how to tell them, okay, you have to do such and such for it to print.
Right.
'Cause I don't want to look like a dumbass.
What am I going to make on Tuesday, Jen? That's a very good question. I think possibly what I'll do is start working on some stuff for Flood the Streets with Art.
Oh, that's cool. Is that a community thing?
No, what that is it's a global thing that a fellow in the US, his name's Scott Wong, started 12 years ago. I've been doing it, I've only missed 1 year. And on Good Friday or Black Friday, you drop art places because it's a rebellion against all the commercialism. So there are quite a few people, like, I can't remember if there's like over, they're all over the world now. And we all take art out and we abandon it with the tag Flood the Streets with Art and what it's about and a link to the website.
So now what is it about though? Like what is it?
It's rebelling against Black Friday commercialism.
Oh yeah,
So we only do it on Black Friday, and
you know that has calmed down a lot here.
Yeah,
the last couple years. Like it's not like before. Like for a while, they were opening on like Thanksgiving, and then people were like missing time with their family because they want to get to the stores at 6 o'clock in the evening, and
right.
it was just crazy. So now they don't open on Thanksgiving anymore, which is great.
Yeah,
So it's gotten better than it was. That's for sure.
yeah. But
So you take your art, you stick it in a public place where people can
just pick it up. Yeah.
pick it up.
If you were interested, if you Google or put in Facebook "Flood the Streets with Art," it should take you to the website.
Yes.
We're not allowed to invite people because some people were inviting everybody on their list, and they were getting a lot of like everybody on their friends list,
Right.
and
Right.
it was really hard on the administrators.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
So now it's like just kind of direct them to the site. But like I say, I've been participating for 12. Well, if this is year 12, I've done 11 years.
So what kind of art are you making? ATCs or painted rocks?
You know what? It varies. 2 years ago, I put out 5 journals. I've done full canvases. I have
Oh,
done.
wow, big stuff.
I've
Oh.
done hand painted soaps. I did jars with painted snowmen on them. I have done.
Oh, wow.
I've talked my husband to let me put out some wood.
You're making that art and giving it away.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I know. But this is for
How is
something
it?
that I believe in, right? I don't know what's wrong with me. I
Okay.
really don't.
Take it away from it. She's making.
Hey,
I mean,
we're a good cause
it's
too.
little art. It's big art, and you're like putting a can. Okay, I'm just.
I know. Isn't that just strange?
It
I've
is.
put out like my trees of life, like the wired ones. I've done. I don't know.
It's interesting. All right. Well, whatever. Whatever.
I know. It's just bizarre.
I
It's
just was
bizarre. Come on,
picturing,
babe.
like making little, painted rocks and with smiley faces, and
Yeah.
not serious stuff like whole canvases. More.
Sharing your
whimsical.
art with us would be for a good cause, Kim.
Yeah.
Are you?
Flood.
I've got a pump running. You have to talk louder.
Flood us with your art.
Yeah, sharing your art with us would be for a good cause.
It would. I know that you guys would appreciate it.
Yes,
Absolutely.
sure. Absolutely. You know that.
Yeah.
Without a
Well,
doubt.
and at the end of the month, I don't have any problem doing a draw for the journal that we worked on through the month.
Yeah,
No problem sending those out. Want me to send you a monster? I'm going to grip my teeth.
Love a monster.
That chance, right?
Those little pumpkins are cute. I can tell you. I was like, oh, I never can do faces like that. But no. But seriously, like, I don't know. I don't really, whenever I hand mine out, I don't know. I guess I just figure it maybe make somebody smile or whatever.
Exactly. And I know darn well that, like Jen says, love your monsters. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you're not getting any, so don't be.
No, you know what?
You're not going to get any. I'm sorry.
The thing is I kind of now want to do a book with them. Monster, like a dating site that's going to be really.
Inc. I think that's been done. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's. But I want to do like a dating site where instead of saying loves to take long walks on the beach, it'll be like snuggling in a swampy cave,
Yeah.
And they're all named.
Love eating rotten meat. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
the smelly.
You should do a children's book, honestly.
Well, that's what the Goonie Birds are for. I want to do a kids ABC book with them, and I did find my Goonie Birds. Belinda, are you here? Belinda, I found my Goonie Birds. I found them. Believe it or not.
Domestica that has lessons. They have a thing that's running right now for free lessons in thousands of topics, and one of them was, several of them were making children's books and children's pop-up books. You could make a pop-up monster book.
I could.
I love pop-ups.
I'm not good with like telling a story, so I can draw stuff in, but I don't tell.
I'm going to go big.
You can be the illustrator.
I'm going to go big. I can't illustrate because I can't draw, but these are all.
But there you go. Kim can illustrate. Oh, you can. Well, you're a monster.
And draw. I'm pretty sure that you drew all those.
I didn't. I wobble cut every bloody piece of them.
But you drew them.
No, I take a piece of paper and I just cut. I just cut and then doodle.
Well, wait a minute. Who drew them?
Nobody drew them.
Well, How
I
did it?
wobble cut them. I take a piece of paper and I
Okay.
just chop out pieces and add them together to make my birds.
I don't understand. I guess I'm not getting what you're doing. There's
She
looks like
That's not all one piece.
No,
Like
the
the
wings are separate, the wings are separate, the
legs-
tail's separate, the beak's separate, the legs are separate.
okay.
Like I cut out all the little pieces and glue them together
Oh,
to
okay.
make this.
So you're
But I don't draw.
drawing body parts, and then
I don't
And
draw. I just cut them. I take a piece
Oh.
of paper and cut a shape, and that's the shape the bird's gonna be, or the monster, or
it
whatever.
looks like there's. Anyway, I'm not. I'm
I'll
just-
show you.
I don't know how like you can get so much done wobble cutting everything.
Well, but there's drawings on those pieces.
yeah.
But that's like okay. I doodle on them, yeah.
Okay.
But this is gel print.
But you have a good imagination.
Yeah.
I mean, like, really.
Yes, there's something going on there. That's just
Like all the pieces are
Okay.
separate.
okay. All right. It's like paper.
Like, I would never even be able to think about what to cut to put all that stuff together. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So, but that's these
All
are going to be an
Mm-hmm.
alphabet book.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right. That's very. Yeah. I've never.
that's why she don't want to get rid of her original stuff because of how she does it. It takes a long time, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would imagine it's time consuming for sure.
this is one of the later ones. You know, I just
I when you say adjust, I lose you after I just, and then I've lost what you're doing. I can't.
okay. I probably have some in pieces that I can show you what I do. Let me just.
Well, do you draw the shape and then?
No. Okay. Let me grab a hunk of paper.
She'll show you real quick because
I'll show you.
Okay. All righty.
Okay.
I'm-
We don't do this because this is what I do.
All right.
I got
like
a couple of
tab-
pieces of painty paper. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm following you so far.
Okay. Scissors.
Step by
Scissors.
step tutorial.
Where the hell are my scissors? There they are. Okay.
You gotta have scissors.
We're just gonna. Wobble cut. Just lopped off a
That's just an organic piece of whatever.
hunk of
Painty papers.
painty paper. Okay, so now I need legs. So I'm just
Obviously, now you're thinking legs, right? So you're gonna cut in the form of a leg, which makes sense, right?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of paper this size.
All
I'm gonna
right.
fold it in half. Now
Gotcha.
I'm going to cut 2 legs.
2 for 1. Yes. Very smart. 1 cut, 2 legs.
Yeah.
she says she can't draw, but she can cut 3D.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got
There's a lot of contradictions here.
I know. Okay,
I'm just saying.
I'm not on screen cutting. Okay, I'll go
Make
big.
yourself. Can you make yourself
There we
big?
go. There we go. So I lopped off a couple of legs. So I'm going to put some
Yes,
blue.
and Kim draws with scissors.
I draw with scissors. Yeah.
There you go. Scissor. Kim scissor hands.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to put one leg behind, one leg in front.
Fancy, fancy. Oh man, I love it.
Okay. Now I'm going to do a beak. I don't know what way his face is going to go.
Basically, like a paper piecing artist, but she does all the cutting on her own and everything too.
Okay, so this is going to be a beak. Um, again, I'm cutting two at once
Right. Yeah.
because sometimes it's just easier.
Right. You need.
Okay, so now I've got a couple of beaks. So I can put this beak this way, or I can put them facing that way, right? Okay, so we're going to have them looking behind them. We're going to just put a glob of glue, put it down. Now we need a tail and wings. So I'm going to turn this blue piece of paper over because there's some cool pink stuff. We're just going to lop off a hunk of the pink and green and white, whatever this is. I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it in half and I'm going to do a couple of wings. Let's just go like this. Usually there's no rhyme or reason to the way I do things. So I'm going to put this one behind.
That is so cool. Wow.
And this one's going to go in the front. And then I've got this piece here, so I'm going to cut a tail. We'll just go like this. And we'll just go like this.
Anne has made up a new word, scissographic art. I like that, scissographic.
So I'm just going to add his tail. Do I want it up? Facing down. I think I want it facing down.
Yeah, because the wings are up and it gets a little crowded up.
So just add some glue to that. Add the tail. Now, for the Goonie birds, my rule is all the eyes are like O's or something from a catalog, printing, something like that. What have I got? I have O's somewhere. I've got. I collect O's and.
Oh, I get it. Oh, the letter O. Gotcha.
Okay. Let me just grab a Costco magazine thing. Quickly, Kim. All right. I have a huge Costco connection book. I'm going to take the O's from the Costco there.
Lots of O's. Yeah,
we're just going to cut those O's out. This is how I do my Goonie birds. Ah! Wash my hands, can't do a thing with them. So cut out the O's. Here's one eye. Mm-hmm. So this is how I do my Goonie birds, my Bitsy birds, my stick people. Okay, so now we got to put the eyes down. Come back. And then I would start decorating them.
Oh, you're going to draw on them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I, do some doodling, maybe give them a white breast or a V kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Hair,
Gotcha.
that kind of stuff.
So you're going to embellish them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I basically just wobble cut some stuff and add it to the body and
hi, Jan.
Hey, Jan. Jan is my sister-in-law.
Hi, Sil.
I'm pretty sure that Kim could probably draw if she can wobble cut like that. Oh my
He's got a couple of feathers sticking out the top of his head.
Thank you for going through all of that, now I can see what it's. I thought wobble cut was something totally different than that. So I thought
Anyway, that's how I do my birds.
okay, I love it. Now,
It's a whole process.
can you give that away or not?
Nope.
Okay. Yes,
I don't know. He's
I'm
not
just-
done.
I'm not asking for them. I was just curious whether those get given away or
Oh, the
they.
Goonie birds? No.
Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't say that because somebody did order a Goonie bird journal, and I did a Goonie bird journal and sold it.
Well, money talks, nobody walks. So
Yeah. Ask me how much I sold it for.
how much did you sell it for?
$20.
That's quite a deal for the
Yeah.
person, not for you, but for them.
Yeah.
It was very generous of you to sell it for $20.
I live in Manitoba. You can't sell anything here really that's made for cheap, like for money. It just doesn't work.
Because you're so isolated? Is Manitoba that? I guess
No, Manitoba's not isolated. It's cheap. The model in our capital city always was. I know somebody that can get that for you wholesale,
Ah ha 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 ha.
right? So it's just.
Well, what nationality mostly settled Manitoba area? And that might give you a hint.
We're a totally mixed bag. Canada has dual languages, right? French and English.
Know that. Yeah.
And so we have quite large French communities. We
Yes.
have large Ukrainian communities. What else, Jan? Yeah, Manitoba. I carved a walking stick for a lady, and she wanted flowers and ladybugs, and she kept adding stuff to it. And I made her this walking stick. She had
Right.
MS. And I sold it to her for $45. I could have got $600 for it if I sold it in BC.
Oh my
No
gosh.
doubt.
That's just how different it is.
I was just curious. Is some, nationalities are more bargain hunting than others?
Yeah, yeah.
My great grandfather was a French Canadian Canuck, literally half Indian, half. He was
Yeah.
of the Brule
Me too.
tribe. He was of the Brule tribe.
Okay.
His name was Abelard. And my great grandmother worked in a lumber camp up in the Yukon, Canadian Yukon, I guess, for a while. She had 9 children.
Wow.
She was quite the woman. My mother always spoke so highly. When she married Abelard Brule, her family disowned her.
Really?
Yeah, because they were all professional people,
Yeah.
doctors and lawyers, and she married this Indian guy and horse trader. And my one aunt said he was a horse thief, and I said, geez, that's pretty strong language to accuse someone of being a horse thief. That's kind of like hanging. You hang people that steal horses, but I don't know. He had a beautiful handlebar mustache. And I've got a picture of Margaret and all 9 of her children, and she's got a waist of probably about a 22-inch waist.
Yeah, really, eh? Wow.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know. But she always ran a boarding house, and my mother said she always made my mother feel like she was her favorite. She
Yeah.
had a way of doing that, Mother always. I never knew her. I mean, she was long gone by the time I came along. But Margaret. Her maiden name was Mather, Margaret Mather, and married Abelard Brule.
Mazers. There's lots of mazers in Manitoba.
I bet. Yeah. That's interesting. Very well. Thank you for showing me that, because I don't think I could have quite pictured it without seeing you in action.
And then, of course, I shade them, and you know, it's
But
what I
you,
do.
I think when you wobble cut, do you naturally just go and end up with a bird-like shape? Is that how they?
I do birds, fish, cats.
Okay, so you have
monsters.
yeah.
It varies.
Okay,
She has,
whichever.
she has a whole filing system that she keeps them in.
Yeah, I've got.
I'm telling on you, Kim.
You are. I have the bin.
Oh, you got to keep organized, right?
Yeah. So I've got various cats. I've got. These are my dragonflies.
So those are just the base shapes, and then you take those and.
Well, these ones are finished. The base shapes are kept someplace completely different. Then I do my little fish. I do all these tiny itty bitty fish. Oh
my gosh!
Like they're all.
And she does stuff so tiny sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's hobby. Yeah. One of my fish. My fish are little.
Fussy cutting.
Our fish are so tiny.
Well, when you said wobble cut, I was envisioning fancy cut, lazy fancy cutter, fussy cutter rather, lazy fussy cutter. So when you cut out something, you would leave like a big edge around everything because you didn't want to cut it. But that's
I do that too.
Okay, but that's
there
not
are more Gooney birds.
So those are already made.
Yeah.
Okay, and ready to
rock.
Ready to hold.
Ready to do nothing but sit in that folder.
Then I do like the stick people with fancy dresses.
Ah, yes. Well, when I started arting, I figured out I was aspiring to draw really good stick figures.
Yeah, that's me. First attempt at doing teddy bears.
I think that's a pretty good first attempt. Pretty impressive.
These are the bitsy birds that I do.
I think
your
names are just as endearing as the end product. Birds.
This is one of the, I do page tab cats. So this cat would go on top of a page, kind of just hanging over. He's double-sided.
Yeah, I was going to. What do you do with it? What do you use them for? All this.
I put them in journals and things.
Oh, okay.
That she keeps.
No, I sell my journals.
Oh, wait a minute. You sell? Okay.
Anne.
I know. Wrap your head around mine. You don't want to be in it.
Giving you a hard time, but it is Ken.
I know. I'm up for a hard time. It doesn't bother me in the least.
No, it doesn't. You know I'm only kidding. I'm just,
I know.
So you don't sell. You don't give
She'll
away.
sell them separate, but she'll sell them in a journal where she probably gets far less money for them because there's a bunch of them in the journal, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I know. There's definitely something off in my world. These are my buildings. Some of my buildings.
That screw is kind of loose or something.
Oh, I got lots of screws.
I love doing buildings. That's why I'm doing those little houses.
Me too. I love buildings.
I've got screws loose too, but just in different departments.
Yeah, me too. But
I don't know. I don't know what my problem is, guys. I really don't.
Well, obviously you have a possessive gene that's very strong.
Well, yeah, but
my sister is a mega hoarder. I mean, but she doesn't see it whatsoever.
Oh, she doesn't?
No. And it like me and my other sister are like, I'm like in the middle, and then my other sister's like a clean freak. So we got the clean freak, the middle, and then the hoarder. So it's all over the place. But my sister, she's like, I'm not a hoarder. I don't dig in the trash and bring stuff home. And I was like, really? No, you buy all your stuff and then you pile it up in a pile.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah.
well,
I
that
don't-
is.
I don't know.
But she doesn't see it at all. So like, yeah, like we just have different, and I can't understand her. She's like, but then she'll come to my house and she'll be like, I cleaned your microwave out for you. I'm like, why? You don't clean yours out?
Yeah.
Well, what are sisters for, right? To clean out your microwaves. I don't know.
And she has to point it out,
Right? But
like,
she doesn't. It's interesting. Yeah. Well, it's okay. It's all right.
I'm like,
Takes some
whatever.
time. Right.
She would come to my house
Whatever.
with my kids when they were little, and oh my God, she would drive me nuts with nitpicky stuff. And I'm like, go nitpicky your house and leave mine alone.
There you go. Yes.
My monsters aren't collaged. They're just paint blobs made into things.
See, you
Yeah.
can draw them.
There's a lot of creativity
Blobs.
in there.
Yeah, they're
a lot
awesome.
a lot of creativity going on there for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Very creative.
Yeah, like her monsters are like really, really, really creative because like she takes a blob and makes it into these little cute characters. He looks like he's got a butt in the front.
Yeah, he's kind of running away. He's definitely got a butt.
They are just adorable.
Yeah, they're
And I
cute.
love the details. They're so
I have, I
Definitely should scan those and put them on your.
yeah. I have to. I will get around to it.
I know.
You know those round tuits everybody needs.
I gotta find those. I just wish I had like half of the imagination. Like the faces she does on them are fun.
I know. Their expressions are so expression, full of expression.
And then I was on a bird kick. So now I crocheted all these little peckers.
Ah, those little peckers. Oh, wow. Something I've tried becoming a hooker, but have not been successful.
I haven't been either.
I've tried.
I can't even make one good hook.
No. I have a couple of strings that I've been able to do that are fairly consistent, but that's about it.
Yeah, mine aren't consistent. So I'm like, oh.
You know, they're big, little, tight, loose. They're just.
Well, I've been crocheting since I was 9, so.
Oh, okay.
It's anyway.
Well, I didn't have crafty. My mom wasn't crafty. I don't come from a crafty family.
My dad was very creative.
My grandfather was quite the artist. Looking back, he did beautiful pen and ink drawings, like highly detailed. My sister has those.
Yeah.
And, beautiful craftsman, made beautiful furniture. I mean, very
I've got a
detailed.
lot of my dad's furniture.
My sister has the beautiful one of the desks that he made. I don't think I have anything at his, but he was very, very talented, and just I think an 8th grade education.
Belinda said, "Are you doing tatting, Anne?"
Me, Anne, or the other Anne?
It's probably the other Anne. I would.
Yeah, because I would
thinking
imagine it was the other Anne. Because I'm not. I just ruined this whole thing with my doodles. So
Steph said that she loves your crochet birds.
Oh, thanks, Steph.
Oh, yeah, Ann Lover. She doesn't. You don't tat either, Ann?
no, I don't tack. I know what it is.
Yeah.
That's something I never mastered either, was tatting.
Well, ladies, I'm going to get off here. I need
Mary
to go and
yes,
do some
that's
around
really
the house.
Yeah, it's getting kind of on the.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Like,
we've been on for a while. Sorry, I kind of took over there.
I gotta
but
go for my 5 o'clock stream. I do know what I'm doing though. Finishing those little houses, that little, concertina thing with my little houses.
I love those little houses.
I've had a lot of fun making them. I may just make one, but I don't know. I don't think it's what I have left to do. I don't think it's going to take 2 hours, but you never know.
Yeah,
If I end early, I don't really care.
I get you. I get you. I get
all
you.
right, y'all have a good afternoon.
Yes, well, thanks for coming, Dana. I really appreciate you coming and playing. Thank you, guys, everybody in the audience for coming. Maya,
Yes.
thank
Yes.
you for coming and playing with us today. I really appreciate that. Your work is
Thank
beautiful.
you for having me.
Can you show what
Nice
you've
to
done
meet
today?
everyone.
I want
Yes.
to make Maya big and let's see what
Oh
you've
my
done. That one's
Look.
stunning.
my-
I
Maya,
like
and
that.
in this short period
just
of
like-
time, can you imagine. Oh, I like you. That I love my llamies.
Yeah, right.
Beautiful. And that's
I'll go.
stunning.
And I
too.
tried
I love
this.
the blue.
Ooh, I love the blue. That is
Yeah, that just punches it out so much, eh?
wow.
Yeah, I figured
Wow.
because it was the orange background.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like
Made
Oh,
sense.
beautiful.
The light is not like it's looking a lot more pale on the screen, but yeah.
Well, it's beautiful
oh,
though.
what an interesting choice to use. I think that's gorgeous. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Really, very lovely.
Can we see your stuff quick? Your last one? Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, yeah, I kind of screwed this up, but this is tape, so I can tape the tape off. So I have a even border, so I will remove the tape, the reveal. Let's see if I can get the, maybe. Here we go. Not tear the paper. Whoop, tore the
Who
paper.
said that they found a really good tape for that? Was it Jean that said she found a really good tape for removing? And it doesn't.
I tore a
doesn't
little, but I went too fast. And I rubbed this tape on my pants before I put it on here to kind of take some of the stickiness away.
Right. I do that too.
Use your hair dryer or like something.
Yeah, hair dryer. Yeah, that's supposed to work too. Yeah. So that's what I kind of doodled with.
That's
Anyway.
lovely. I
It
love
was
it.
fun. Yeah,
I love it.
it was fun.
Oh, I appreciate you coming on and playing too, Anne. That's lovely.
Well, thank you. It was great meeting Maya and seeing her beautiful artwork.
Yeah.
And thank you for doing a wobble goonie giddy bird or what? A wobble
My Goonie
bird?
birds. Yeah, one of my Goonie birds.
Goonie giggle birds. They make you giggle. They're goonie giggle.
They do.
They do make you giggle. Yes.
Yes. So I just basically did the Goonie bird, did some branches and leaves on the paper.
Paper. Yeah.
And I played with one of my mono prints and colored it. So that's what I got accomplished today. Thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate everybody who's come to play today, everybody who's been in the audience and chatting and visiting,
Yes.
anybody up in the
Balconies.
yes, the balconies, definitely, and anybody who watches the replay. Thank you guys all. It's been 3.5 hours. I had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast, and I hope that you guys were inspired.
Yes.
Big hugs to you all, and we'll see you around. Bye now. Thanks all.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Kim.
You're welcome.
Bye.